up, guys? So I got some. I decided to put all like this stuff in this like little container, help kind of keep it a little bit organized. Also, I totally forgot last week to make a poll for what my next crochet project should be, since that was like one of the first things that got unlocked in the subathon. So I'll wait till probably some more people come in. But I already typed out what I'm gonna put in the poll. I just got 3 little items. And we'll see which one wins. Also for funsies, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I guess I'll make like a tiny scenery. Like after we made the umbrella for the scenery, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try making that same umbrella with thread to see how big it would turn out. Look at it, look, it's so tiny. Like, I think I did, a row or 2 less of single crochet, but it's essentially like the same stitch count overall though, like the end stitch count. Just I think I made it a little bit more shallow. But like still though, it's actually, like look at the size comparison. 1 single thread of worsted weight yarn versus a single thread of embroidery floss, like the size difference is like crazy. And also just for fun over the weekend, I made a very, very tiny cupcake. Let me pull up my video thing so I can put it in focus. That way you guys can see it a little bit better. Yeah, we need like a really, really tiny little cupcake. It's like the smallest cupcake I've ever made. And I also got, well, we did one hibiscus flower on stream. That was this pink one right here. I got a second one done of like a different pink. I think I was a little bit too heavy-handed with the pink, or maybe because it's like a lighter pink. I feel like the Sharpie blended this one a little bit better. So I might maybe try to fix this one with a little bit of like watercolor to like make it not so stark. But it's still pretty cute though. And I think I'm going to I really need to work on this roof. I've been putting it off. I've been wanting to make all the fun items like little drinks. Oh, we do have to work on the margarita. I have like a margarita pretty much almost done. We just gotta make the little lime. Actually, I found out this one's actually smaller than my original one. You can see like the original one. This one's a wee bit smaller. I wonder if it's because it's like different thread. But I think I made this one a little bit taller. I think the surface area is the same, but I think, yeah, I made it a little bit shorter. I feel like I might go into that. And then we have our little tiny pina colada with a little... I wish I made the umbrella a little bit bigger, but... So I might want to tweak that for the pattern part, maybe. Like, maybe for this particular one, I'll just keep it as, but for the pattern, I'll make it a wee bit bigger. There, I had another umbrella I worked on earlier. I made this one a little bit too big, so I might use this for something else, but I made, like, another little cookie umbrella. I actually wondered, maybe I should just make them with, I have, like, what do you call it? Gift paper? What is it called? Oh, tissue paper. Yeah, I have tissue paper. I actually realized that might be easier to make. Actually, if I just use that and some glue. Yo, some takoyaki! After centuries, I'm back from the warp and listening to The Dream. Oh yeah, wait, takoyaki, did I tell you? Unfortunately, with a heavy heart, the poor legendary hot glue gun has passed away. Where'd it go? I still have that on the about yet. I may have done it. Yes, unfortunately, the Bosch hot glue gun passed away. You reminded from that last sentence. To be fair, we got a new iconic hot glue gun. This brand called Jaya. Oh, it turns out the reason was because, because I guess Bosch is, isn't it like German, I think? Like it's a European brand, and it was 160 watts. So even though we could use it, even though it had like, the same plug-in, the wattage was different. So over time, it just became too much. Especially probably if I left it in all day, because I would use it all day. So that's why I would make sure to leave it off at night, thankfully. But yeah, it actually, you know what's funny? It actually ended my stream when it died. Like literally when it died, it made the power switch flip off. Thankfully, it had like a safety feature. I thought I blew a fuse. Like everything turned off, all the lights. Not the light in the room, but like the ring lights. Everything like connected to that power strip by the computer. Like the computer's connected to it. All the lights are connected to my mic and everything. And what do you call it? Yeah, never mind, it's not running anymore. So yeah, it's like more reborn from the ashes. The phoenix is reborn. So we have like a new one. It's actually pretty decent as it gets hot really fast, so I do gotta be careful with it. This one I'm actually using sporadically. Because I'm like now scared to leave a hot glue gun in for too long now. Granted though, it is a 220, so this is actually made for Korean electricity, you know, the system here. So I think that was why. I think it was because it was the wrong voltage or something. That makes sense, right? Because Korea is 220 volts, which is, so it was actually overpowering my Bosch hot glue gun, which is kind of sad. I kind of feel bad. Right, the hot glue gun was way too power. Yeah. But I do miss the nozzle though. I do miss it having a long nozzle, so I don't have that. This one has like a pointy nozzle though, which at the end is like the same width, thankfully, as the one. But I do kind of miss like that long nozzle. But then again, I don't really do hot glue gun ironing anymore because we found out can just use a lighter. Well, granted, I never used it with my milk cotton because I thought it had cotton in it, so it would burn. But actually, surprisingly, the milk cotton actually works with the, at least this brand of milk cotton, works with the little flame technique, which is crazy. It kind of melts it, so it kind of makes me think what that milk fiber be doing, honestly. Because with cotton, it singes it, but with acrylic and with polyester, because this thread here is actually polyester. Isn't it weird? I actually, because people are like, oh, you should just get like pure DMC. The problem is DMC is 100% cotton. And I actually have some DMC thread, and when I crochet it, it's still got a little bit of fuzzies on the edge that I can't really get rid of. But with this, because it's polyester, it's like a DMC dupe, basically, like all this embroidery floss I got. But I actually purposely searched out for polyester, because some of the floss from Daiso, the Japanese brand was 100% cotton. But the Korean brand was polyester, and I realized I actually prefer the look of the polyester one. It gets kind of shiny after you do like the little flame. It's already shiny to begin with, but it gets even shinier when you do like the little flame technique. Kind of same with the acrylic yarn. You'll get like a nice shiny effect on it. That's kind of fun. Now I can actually use my acrylic yarn more. Now that I use this like flame technique, because I think I remember I showed you, right? Like back when I tried making a flower with the acrylic yarn, you saw how awful. Like there's so much fuzz with this splitted acrylic yarn. Now granted, making flowers with acrylic yarn that's not splitted will be kind of fine. It's just whenever it's split, it's like an ungodly amount of fuzz. It's like it ruins the whole image of the object I make. It's fine for amigurumi because you don't really worry about fuzzies that much with amigurumi, but anything flat though, the edges will just be unbearably fuzzy. Let's see. Did I show you the tiny umbrella? So I decided to like see how small it could go. So like one strand of worsted weight versus one strand of embroidery floss. Practically the same pattern, same stitch count, but I think I did like, you can see this one's more domed. So I added like 2 more single crochet rounds, but I subtracted 2 single crochet rounds to make it a little bit more shallow. Look at that, look at the difference. It's so cute. It actually wasn't too hard to make. Right, milk cotton underrated yarn. Right, it's like my favorite yarn now. And also over the weekend I made a tiny little cupcake. Real little. Fiddle with the, there it goes, here you can see it a little bit better. But we made like, it's like the smallest cupcake I ever made. More because I saw the on Pinterest how to make the cupcake liner. I always wanted to know how to make it. And my first, I was like, you know what? Let's try it with some thread and see how that goes. And then what do you call it? I made another hibiscus flower over the weekend to add to like the. I want to add like 3 flowers, but I think we made 2 of them. Actually, no, I think the red one I made. This pink one, the light pink one, we made on stream last week. I made like this red one. I got at least 3. I might make an orange one or a yellow one. I'm not sure. And I worked on the margarita. We still gotta finish like the lime slice. What's up, Yarnia? How you doing? Oh, so bottoms up. Here's my little like cheers. Well, I still need a little lime slice for it though. Ah! But let me grab my water real quick. Shoot, did I? Ah, hold on. I did this again. No! Thank you for the heads up, Yarny. I didn't realize. There it is. Oh, I didn't have any tags. Hold on, let me go add that real quick actually. Let me just hop onto the computer. It'll be easier to do from here. Oh, I still have stuff. There you go. Oh, you need some better buttons. No, it was more my mistake. I was gonna like, I had everything ready to do a Stardew stream back on Friday, but I ran out of time and Mr. Coffee came home earlier, so I was like, okay, well I'll just do longer streams next week. And plus I wasn't feeling too well last week anyway. Something about like that time of the month makes my gastritis worse, and it's awful. I've had like 3 flare-ups last week. But what do you call it? And I like switched the title, but I forgot to do the tags and stuff. And I was like, I know I forgot something. Also, we made a tiny version of the umbrella we made. Like, here's my regular classic umbrella made with my typical splitted yarn that I work with. And then I made one with thread. I'm trying to practice and get better at working with the embroidery floss because it's kind of still difficult, but I feel like I'm getting better though. Like, it wasn't as hard to do this, like when you make something a little bit bigger. But like, look at the size difference though, right? This was with a 1.4 millimeter and this is with 0.65 millimeter. So I'm thinking maybe to do like a very tiny like little beach scenery would be really cute. I make it a gift, probably for my sister Emily. What are they gonna work on today? Oh, I'll wait till some more, probably like more middle of stream. I'll wait till some more people come in because I need to make a poll. I forgot to make a poll last week, and it sucked because actually last Tuesday would have been perfect for it because we had a lot of people in back on Tuesday. To like, cause like one of the first things I got unlocked with my birthday subathon, like a week or so ago was chat just to what do you call it? Choose what my next crochet project will be after the tiki bar once we finish it. And I have 3 options. I have caravan, gingerbread house, and pirate baby chick. So like making these all pirate-fied or something, like making like little pirate hats. I might make a separate baby chick that has like everything glued on, like the little swashbuckle and what do you call it, like little buckle in the hat. While the other ones will just be more like removable props. But I want to make one tiny baby chick like an absolute pirate, like he can't change, he'll be stuck like that. Kuma! Oh my god, long time no see, how you been? Wait, hold on, we gotta give Kuma a shout out. How's your summer been so far? Is it broiling where you're at? It's been broiling here. There we go. Oh my god, the keyboard's driving me nuts. Let's see, well, it might be a little unresponsive this time. Oh god, working on a research paper. Oh no, no. Well, hopefully we can give you all the comfy, smart vibes like, do well on your research paper. We'll give you all the good luck vibes. Oh yeah, we're working on a second tiki bar scenery. Oh, I gotta show you, Kuma. I got like a little sheriff now. I've been like working on these baby chicks a lot. This back in the spring we were going crazy. We're making like a new baby chick like every other week. And I have a little tiny sheriff. Let me take his anal plug out. It's not an anal plug, it's just like a little bit of metal, but it's how I get them to sit on the seat. I had to shove metal up their booty hole just so they can sit on there. But we got ourselves a little sheriff, got a little holster, a little cute belt, and I can take the hat off. He has stuck with the holster though, because that's just embroidered on. But it's so cute. I actually messed the hat up, but I got it to kind of like stretched it a bit so it kind of looked a bit nicer. I made it a little bit too big. There's a little bit, see, there's like a lot of gap in the back, so I do need to work on it before I make it into a pattern, but and I need to find a way to make that start easier. That was kind of hard to embroider. But we got our little, let me put this back in so I can have them. Oh, it's probably easier if I put it on a seat. I put like a little piece of bent wire. And I slide it right on, I slide them right on there so they can sit on the chair. But we have the sheriff chilling with the leader of the nudist cult. And our little gardening baby chick, she's actually chilling in our little thing. She actually was holding a little tulip. Do I still have the tulip? I have one here. I don't know if this is the correct one though. I think this might be the one I made that was a little bit too big for them. Good grief, I can't hold nothing. That's the only problem when you make small things, like they just fall out of your hand. But it's kind of what she essentially looked like. She was like holding a little tulip. But I got her holding a little thing of watermelon. It's funny because I've had this piece of watermelon for like ever. I didn't know what to do with it. It was just like one of those things I made like a couple of years ago and it just kind of tossed into the you know, like those like little boxes you have where you just put all your like little like projects you don't really know what to do with. I glued some wire to it so I can make it into a prop. Only problem is because I glued it afterward, it's not properly on there, so it is kind of hard to wire through. There we go. And I just have her chilling in the little watermelon floaty. Oh, we also made Dallas the Derpy Duck. I don't know. Were you here, Kuma, last spring? We made like these bigger ducks. I made like 3 of them, and 2 of them were yellow. There's like a bright yellow and like a pastel yellow. And I finally decided to like try it with a single thread. And this is how big he turned out. He was still pretty big, but like he's just so scrumptiously cute. Turn. Focus back down. There we go. Oh, and I can finally have the you probably remember my streams pulsing every time I moved. Yeah, turns out the reason why we couldn't oh, hold on, gotta snooze those ads. Snooze them. Okay, there we go. Turns out it was a firmware problem. Is right. I wasn't going crazy I almost was gonna like drop 200 on a webcam, like the Bloodcheck Brio, because people said, oh yeah, you can mess with the autofocus for that. I just thought this Korean webcam, which is something weird with it that you couldn't, but I saw a video, a YouTube tutorial in Korean of the guy using it, and it clearly showed he was able to mess with the autofocus and everything on OBS. I'm like, wait, hold up. And I noticed all the little things, all the choices were unlocked. See, for us, it was all grayed out, and it's because our computer was in English. That was why. If we had ordered our computer to be in Korean, we would have not have had this issue. And they did something, the AppCode company, they were able to unlock just autofocus for us, or just focus, like the little tab I can like drag it. But that said, everything else is still like frozen, though thankfully it's something I'm not gonna really use, like pan, zoom, I can't use those still. But yeah, they unlocked that for us. It's so weird. Wait, I've barely been on Twitch. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. I was about to ask if you were still streaming. But the thing is, I know you stream much earlier, and I've been waking up. I've been kind of a night owl these past couple of months. So I kind of wake up at like, I think like 10 or 11 in the morning. So I kind of miss like most of the streams for the day, because most of y'all be streaming, I think like 7 or 8 my time. I think you would stream a bit later, but I thought I was just missing all y'all streams or something. Yeah, I thought you, I was about to ask if you're still streaming, because I miss your streams. They're always so cute, and all the little Sanrio characters you work on are so adorable. Use upgrade geek. Brick is short for Richard. Also, hi. Wait, does that mean anyone named? Well, I've never heard anyone named Richard before. I'm pretty sure it's a name, but like, oh, does that suck? Like, your name's Richard and all your mates call you Brick. God, that would suck. Hey, all right, I better head off now, mate. Gotta work on the report on the. Have a good luck, Takoyaki. I do not envy you. It was already bad enough when I had to do a book report in high school. I never want to do that again. But hope everything goes well. Hope you have no stress. Hope you get like the best like possible like percent, like 100% on it. Right? Like Richard is such a prick, and implies Pritchard is such a prick. Oh my god, that would be beautiful. If there was a dude named Pritchard and like everyone calls him Prick. Yo, what's up, Prick? Oh god. Yeah, I've been getting better though, Kuma, with the micro crochet. I've been kind of doing a lot of practicing with it, because before I kind of only stuck with my, like this size, like my little splitted yarn, because it's just so much easier to work with. Actually, where is my crochet hook? I cleaned up yesterday and I think I dumped everything over here. But yeah, this one's like so much easier to work with, this 1.4 millimeter. But I'm getting a little bit better. The tulip definitely helps. Yeah, my 1.6 millimeter is really nice. I wish I had the 0.5 millimeter, but they were sold out, so I got stuck getting a 0.6 millimeter. There was actually another person I thought, I didn't even know they had they have a 0.55 millimeters. Like, it's so subtle the changes, but I don't know if it really makes that big of a difference, because I'm already working with like, I don't think there's anything thinner to work with than a single strand of embroidery floss, is there? I feel like that's the thinnest you could go. Because actual sewing thread is actually a little bit thicker, I noticed, and that embroidery floss was really hard to work with because it's like just so thin. I don't think there's anything thinner out there that you can work with, so I'm like, and my stitches are pretty close together. There's like no big gaps that you can't really see through it. I don't think I would even really need a tinier stitch. I feel like that'd be even harder to work with, actually, would be with the smaller hook. And Moth is short for Mothyu. Mothyu can be Mothman. He could go as Mothman for Halloween every year. But let me make real quick. We need a little line for our little little margarita though. So let me make that up real quick. That'll be easy though. That's just that's just a circle. And grab some white. Oh, and another name for a urologist is a oh my god, I almost read as electrician. And I thought, wouldn't that be more a plumber? Electrician, oh my god. Ah. Yeah. I always wonder how people go into those very specialized fields like that, like a proctologist. Like, what made you so passionate to go into to become a proctologist? Like, you know, and like I always wonder. I can understand for the people who've maybe, if they've had people pass away, like close family members who passed away to like diseases that concern that kind of field of medicine. That I can kind of like, okay, I can kind of see you becoming passionate about that because you generally want to save people from that suffering. But for like, if you didn't though, I do wonder like what made them like so passionate about it. Like if they don't have any like they've lost anybody special to that like diseases like that, you know, because money. Oh wait, really? Do they make a lot of money? Yeah, I am thinking of like if you've ever watched Laverne and Shirley, like the very first episode of season 1. I think it's called like High Society Party or something, or. And the snooty, what was her name? Is it Rosie? No. There's like a snooty redhead in there, who is like, she's technically from the same like class as Laverne and Shirley, but she like married rich, and she married a proctologist, and now she's rich and everything. She complains about it though. She's like, oh, why did I marry or why did I become a proctologist? I guess it's like, yeah, it makes the money, but it's not very glamorous, I feel like. A mixture of money, convenience. Oh, is it like one of the easier ones to study or to get into maybe? Because I do feel like neurology and cardiology is like probably very competitive. I feel like every surgeon wants to be one of those, or like plastic surgery. So I feel like maybe it's one of the easier ones to get into, or like less stressful, I would say. Okay, I like that one. Phlebotomist or phlebotomist? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Are vile people, right? It makes you think like they're bad people, but it's like, no, that's really what they do. They take the blood, they put them in a vial for tests. That's a good one. Like, oh my god, just imagine you go to a party where there's like a bunch of doctors and nurses and stuff, and like, you'd be spitting out all these good jokes. Alright, I couldn't be a neurologist, so I became insert something easier. Alright, but still be making bank. I heard actually like plastic surgery can be kind of like one of those though. Like it's more, you make lots of money, but it's like you're not trying to save someone's life, you know what I mean? Like you're not trying to cure something. It's kind of more like people come to you with lots of money just wanting to look different. Granted, you still gotta like know what to do, and like you can't make, you know, don't like botch the surgery and kill nobody, because I know that can like, people pass away from botched surgeries, unfortunately. It's like you can like have your own private practice and all that, and I feel like it's probably easier in the more money-making way. I feel like I could not. Oh my god, I don't think I could. Like, I don't think I could ever go into medicine. I'm too squeamish. I can't even watch a horror movie, like a gory horror movie, about like feeling sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess that'll be good enough. I don't want to make it too big. I guess I should do joined. Oh wait, hold on, almost screwed up. I forgot, I gotta go like back and forth. I gotta change the term at work. Hard. And I know you guys probably can't really see anything at the moment. Like, I swear I am holding something. This is why I don't really do the thread that much on stream, because it legit just like, at least you guys can see what I'm doing with this, but with this, it's like it's kind of invisible unless I get like a high HD DSLR or something. That's actually one reason why I do want to, if I ever do it one day, but oh my god, it's so expensive. Like, you basically have to pay almost just as much for the lens as you do the, what do you call it, the camera. Because there's a streamer, I actually think he's live right now, Grumbly. I don't know if any of y'all know Grumbly, but he's a real chill dude. I love his like Oh my god, the quality of his stream is just so good. He makes what do you call it, masks out of clay, and he sculpts it and he paints them, and just you can see all the little details. And I'm like, I had to ask, I was like, bro, what is your film layout? And he, like, the camera, what was it? I think it was Sony though. I remember the brand was Sony, but I forgot which one it was. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Hopefully it's probably somewhere on like a note on my computer, I hope. I do remember the lens was like a Sigma lens, and I was like, I looked at the price of those things, like, I think they're both like 400 something each. Not to mention all the stuff you gotta get to make it streamable with, like you gotta get the, what do they call it, capture card thingy, all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh my sweet goodness, my god, you gotta drop at least a little bit over 10k, not 10k, I mean over 1k or 1.2k just to like get these items. I'm like, yeah, your girl not there yet. I barely make a payout with Twitch. So I'm thinking to probably wait to get that, and like once I'm doing like can make Twitch like a full career out of this, I think. That's why your quality's so good. Oh my goodness. I think having a camera is worth the investment. I use 2 Sony cameras as my face and hand cam. I always was like, yeah, you have like the best, like, I can always see like your stitches and everything's like so clean. You don't have like this icky, like you can see the grain in the corners, right? I finally found out you just use a bunch of light to somewhat get rid of that, but it never 100% goes away. It is a 1944p webcam. I never knew if I could just go up more webcam, because I feel like a webcam would be easier to run on a computer, like less taxing. But it would be kind of nice though to have like a DSLR. And the thing is, I probably really only need one. I'm fine using a webcam for my face if I ever do show my face. I mean, I just showed my face recently on the subathon, like the birthday subathon not last Friday, but the Friday before that. But it is kind of annoying having to move a camera back and, like a webcam back and forth. But actually, I'm thinking if I ever do get like a Sony camera, so it looks like Sony seems to be the way to go. Actually. Wait, a helicopter crashes into a cemetery. Authorities announce they've extracted 300 bodies and counting. Oh god, right? Like, that's like the worst place, because they're like, oh, but who was in the helicopter? Be like, damn, 300 people be fitting in that helicopter? See, I still use my pre-store Logitech camera. Oh my god, is it like one of those where it's got like the... It's still like that weird, like this shade of yellow. Oh my god, I keep dropping everything. Like this, right? Like it's not white. It's like a weird gray, yellowy cream color. Also, I found like this cute... You know, it's like little whiteout tape dispensers, like the corrector. I found the cutest one. I gotta go back and get the peach. But yeah, every time I try to pick it up, I keep forgetting that it falls off. It's so cute. I mostly just got it as like a as like a decoration, really. I do use it sometimes. Yeah, the priorities for a great camera set is lighting, lens, and camera body. Also, it seems like, right, it seems like always lighting is like the first, because like, right, like actually this like I'll show you. I'll turn off all the, where is I'll turn off all the, I have like a bunch of filters and LUTs on. Like that's what the footage looks like without all the LUTs, and if I turn off all the lighting, like it looks like absolute dog shit. Like it looks horrible. It took me forever just to like get to kind of look like this, all the color correction. I know, it took forever. Like it took, and the thing is, it's never like, it's never just like, oh, this works for today. Like, it depends. Like if it's sunny, I actually need to bring the brightness down and the saturation a tad bit, because like there's natural sunlight coming through, but it's overcast today, so I have like the window shut, so I actually had to boost the brightness a bit. Here's a Foxton, how you doing? But yeah, where are those? They're like free LUTs too, actually. By the way, where are they from? Like, there's like a video tutorial someone did, and they like... Gaming careers? Yeah, it's like by gaming careers. I just like looked up the LUT tutorial, and this really nice YouTuber just had like a Google Drive link in the thing where you could just download all the LUTs from. It was so nice. Like, oh, I was like, dang, thanks, bro. 'Cause I know sometimes you have to pay for them. I do wonder if what it'd be like if I did pay for actual LUTs. Like, would it be easier? Because I have like multiple LUTs, like trying to function instead of having just one good one. That's true. Oh my god, I actually also Great Geek, but I used to have one of those like prehistoric Logitech web cameras, and I remember I took some screenshot pictures with me. I wish I had those because that was during my goth days, and that was like during my first year of being goth, which means I was putting way too much eyeliner on. I was like like practically doodling on my face, like drawing upside down crosses and swirls and stuff before I had like my more mature looking goth makeup like the next year, which was much more mainstream or streamlined, I should say, not so crazy and cartoony. And I have like pictures, and I had them on my old MySpace, and I'm so mad that I heard MySpace got rid of everyone's like profiles. I'm sad. I wish I saved those pictures. They're like long gone now. I only have them in my memory. God, if I could show you guys though, but it was like potato quality, like so grainy. And I had like my hood on, trying to look all mysterious. Oh my god, so like, oh, 2008 cringe, my goodness. 40 Celsius, 33 humidity is killing me. Let me see, what is the temperature today? It's gonna be that hot today because it's overcast, but it is very humid. Very, very humid. Yeah, it's 27 today, so not so bad, but it was like 33 the other day. What's the humidity? We're 82% humidity. Yeah, you can see we got 82%. That's because it's been raining. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too. I was about to say 40 Celsius at 124, like 1,024 Fahrenheit. Like, damn, you broiling over there. But yeah, 104 Fahrenheit. Right? I don't think it ever got to 40 Fahrenheit ever before. Or not, I mean 40 Celsius here. I think the highest it got last year was 38. Yeah, but it was really bad. I'm gonna head off for bed, but it was nice to see you again. Alright, good night, Coma. And also glad for you to pop in today. See all the little tiny cuties we've been making over the year. Especially this little umbrella I'm so happy of. It's like so tiny. But have a good night, 'cause I know it's like super late your time. Like 33, it hit 50 Celsius a few weeks ago for a week or so. Ugh. Right, whoever said it's humidity, not the heat, I invite you to come to Kuwait. Oh, is it like very dry? But even then I feel like with 33% humidity, is that still humid or is that very dry? Yes, I will still say, like, I will still take dry heat over humid, because I can't stand the humidity, and I am someone who grew up in a humid area, because I'm like from Memphis, Tennessee, so it's like hot and sticky out there. I will actually say it's actually more humid here in Korea. I can feel it. Like, and Japan's even worse. Apparently Japan can get up to like 90 something, almost 100% humidity. So I remember like the first time I went to Japan in August, like we went right in the summer too, to get my visa, and oh my god. I was like, whoa, how do people live here? Like, it was so humid. It's not that hot per se, but it's like so, it's like your body, I think the problem is that our bodies can't cool off properly. And that's why we feel it's hotter than it really is. And that's why. The only problem is with a dry heat though, is that it would be terrible for my skin. I will say my skin actually has gotten much better being here. But I guess Memphis is a little bit drier than Korea. Alright, oosh. It's Dubai and it's humid as heck, right? 18 Celsius and 69 humidity. Oh man, what I'd give for 18 Celsius. I feel like 18 Celsius is just mwah, French kiss. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful temperature. And it's so, and especially with a little bit of higher humidity, it's probably not as chilly. Whatever warmth is in the air, it's gonna stay with that humidity. But yeah, imagine 45 Celsius and 80%. Oh god. Oh, that's probably what May Sheep probably feels like. That kind of sounds like May Sheep's temperature. Like they said, it's always like hot and humid year round. And me and Mr. Coffee, we're thinking to go to hopefully go to Vietnam this October, which apparently is like their best time to go. I think is the fall, because the summer would be pure torture. I think going there. You're like, right, I went purely for the humidity. Let's see. Oh, Dubai has humidity, and we have. I'm gonna probably butcher this. Haboy? Am I saying that right? Oh god, dust storms. Yeah. Actually, that's one of the things I actually thought, like, you know, like they have to have like the face coverings and I don't know, do they have face coverings in Dubai? I just know like in some Middle Eastern countries, you know, like the women have to wear the face coverings and stuff. But I'm like, that's kind of smart for if you got a lot of dust storms. So like, I feel like the men should be wearing that too, because like you don't want to get dust in your face and your eye. Like just like, ugh. Everyone needs a face mask over there, or like some kind of face covering they can see through to make sure they don't get no dust in their face. We get, I think it's called Hwasong. I gotta Google the name. It's like the yellow dust season. Let me Google if that's the correct name for it. Actually, I think that was like somebody's name. I'm thinking of something different. What is it called? No, it is Hwangsa. Oh, it's Hwangsa. Okay. Hwasong is a dude, like a famous poet in Korea, but like Hwangsa is the yellow dust. Yeah, I hate when that comes through. It's really bad in big cities too, and we live in Busan. Actually, I feel like it's not as bad here. I think it's because we're by the ocean, so we get a lot of that ocean breeze probably like blows it away. But if you're like in Seoul, if you're like in Daegu, like any like big city that's like more inland, yeah, you're kind of screwed. You're gonna be like coughing up. It's gonna be hazy and yellowy. We did have one day here, a couple days here. I remember like I had all the windows open and I woke up feeling like absolute shit. And I felt like I had like a cold coming on. I'm like, ugh, why do I feel so yucky today? What happened? And you know, it's like spring. So it's like, I don't think I'm getting like, I did have the flu earlier back in like January. I'm like, oh, I'm not getting the flu again, am I? And I go and look outside, it's so yellow and hazy. Ugh, I hate it, because it's got all the, it's not just dust, it's got all the pollutants from like China and Korea's factories. So it picks up all the bad stuff and like it, ugh. Ew, a humid dust storm. I feel like that's like the worst thing too, right? I would actually feel like the humidity would keep the dust down. But it feels like the dust has like a mind of its own over there. Like, I feel like that's worse, right? A humid dust storm? Because then it's gonna stick to everything. Right? And everything's gonna become muddy. Like, yuck. And I also noticed, like, I can only imagine, like, oh my god. Cleaning must be like horrendous over there because like if you leave the windows open, you're gonna be like in for it, like with all the cleaning and crap, because like I noticed here in Korea, like actually I think it's really dusty. It actually bugs the shit out of me because I'll like wipe everything down, everything's nice and clean, and like literally by the end of the day there's like a layer of dust on it and I'm like, where did this dust come from? Because I'm so used to dust not appearing after you wipe everything, you know, you do a nice deep clean, you wipe everything down. I'm used to everything coming back like maybe a week or so later, like maybe it'll be light dusting but nothing too crazy. But in Korea, no, you gotta like keep on top of it and it's so exhausting. It's just like, I don't want to dust no more. I guess I'm going to change colors now. Before I do, let me actually go ahead and sew up this little line like the center area. Yeah, I hate humidity though. I get it though, 'cause it is good for like, I had heard people say like they come from like really dry regions. I think like Germany can be very dry, right? And they said like when they moved over to live in like Japan or Korea, they said their skin and hair got so much better. And I feel like that too. I feel like my hair's gotten better. Even though I'm still from a somewhat humid place, but not as humid as Korea. And what do you call it? Yeah, my skin's gotten better here. My that partially good just because I'm also using K-Beauty now. But I used K-Beauty also in the States. Granted, it was just whatever I could get from Amazon. So, but it was like legit Korean products that you can get here. Like I would get stuff from Olive Young, so I don't think it was like a different product. So I think partially is the humidity here. It really helps with my skin because I have dry skin. I think that's why, for me in particular. I think if you have oily skin, you're gonna probably it's probably not gonna be as fun. But see, as someone with dry skin, it's like a haven for me. Just I still feel uncomfortable though because I hate being sweaty. I'm sweaty right now as we speak. And I took a shower this morning. I think this part I hate is like you can take a shower, and if you don't have the AC on or some kind of fan to blow on you, you won't get dry from the shower because of humidity. And it irks me so much. I can't feel fresh in humid heat. I went to Arizona one time this summertime, like in the summertime too, for a funeral of my family. And oh my god, I remember, no, my needle! Oh, my needle just snapped in half. Crap, this was the good one too. Well, not a good one, it's a crappy needle. It was like the only needle I had that was like tiny enough to work with thread. Oh no, what am I gonna do now? Look at it! I snapped it in half. Like, I'm glad that didn't cut me. They didn't cut me, did it? Nah, there's a little cut right there, but that was from that's from yesterday though. I think that was from me opening my Kudon-san bottle. Well, rest in peace. Let me see, do I have any other tiny needles? These are too big. I need to go and buy some more sewing needles. I should have something else. I got anything in here? Got some needles in here. Ooh, is that thunder right here? Oh, I spot a tiny needle, I think. Oh, never mind, it's too big. These are all like darning needles, kinda. This is why you don't have just one needle, folks. Don't rely on just one needle. I feel like I should have some tiny needles somewhere, because I remember I had like one of those kits you get. I don't know where it's at. I'm starting to wonder what I did with that little kit. I had like a little kit, like, you know, like you get those like little tiny sewing kits, get like the dollar store. I had one of those and it had some it had some really tiny needles in there. I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. over here somewhere. Double check. Or maybe it is in here, but it's at the bottom. Check. Nope, I don't see nothing. There's like kind of like one of these, but it's different. It was round. I checked like my little area, like where I usually keep small stuff like that, like but it's not in there. Like, well, maybe let me check. Oh, I got some needles right here. Let's see if there's any that are thin enough. Oh, I did see one. Okay, I see a nice tiny one. Oh, thank God. I still need to find that other thing, because, finally, a thin enough needle. I gotta be careful with that one. Let's see. Oh, never mind, that's wire. I thought that was an actual needle. There's another one. They're about the same thickness. Cause I had this one over here, but it was like a little bit same. They're kind of the same. That one's kind of difficult to work with, though. Yeah, we'll try with these then. All right, at least we found some needles too. Cause I was about to be like, dang, I gotta go Daiso later. Get some more needles. Sorry to question though. Where did I put my like little? One little compact needle. There's something with it. I usually keep my tools, I thought. Oh, right. I mean, probably cleans up a little bit. I like to use like these like little microfiber cloths. They seem to be really good at cleaning needles. Not microfiber. What do they call these? Polish, like little. Usually, like you get them when they're. I think I got that with my first pair of glasses I ever got in Korea. It's like one of those, not microfiber. I think microfiber is like those different kind of cleaning cloths I'm thinking of, like the ones I hate that. Like if you touch with dry hands, they like stick to you. Now to do layer of white. I'm gonna try to go to the back loops only. because that makes the color change a little bit cleaner. Make sure this is not turning out too big as well. Ah, shoot, that is a bit on the big side. Then let me like maybe embroider that on there. I'll embroider the line of green, and we'll just do green now, because I think with green it'll be like the right size. We're trying to make a little lemon slice to put on our little tiny margarita. And I'm also thinking, should I like get some glue and sparkles and kind of dab it around this edge of it to make it kind of look like salt maybe? I thought that would be kind of cute, like a little sparkly salt, that thing going on. Wait, but for the green though, I want to do, what do you call it? I want to do reverse single crochet. I don't know, I did something wrong here. Skip a stitch or something. What's up, Amori Craft Shop? How you doing? Hold on, let me give you a shout out. Let me pull through. I was just doing some reverse single crochet, but doing it with that like little technique where you can go forward, because I hate going backwards for reverse single crochet. Also, I gotta show you some of the stuff I made over the weekend. So I think you saw like the little umbrella we made, right? And for funsies, I was like, you know what? I want to try, see what the size difference will be if I make it with thread. Look at it. Look at how crazy. Now, granted, I did skip out on 2 rows of single crochet for this, but that just like makes it less domed than this one. I wanted to make it a little bit more shallow. But the stitch count's the same. Like they both end in the same exact stitch count. So the increase is the same. But look how tiny that turned out. So little. I'll turn up the focus. Oh, finished the Funko Pop Spider-Man as a present to give our little cousin last Saturday. You got any pictures? Wait, hold on. You do. I keep forgetting. I was gonna say send a link, but I forgot I gotta do like the permit thing now. I gotta train myself to remember to do that. I don't know why this keyboard is acting up today. There we go. But I said it for 5 minutes. I love the MooBot. I should have gotten the MooBot a long time ago. Oh yeah, you can post on Discord. I can pull that right up. Pull up Discord Thursday. But yeah, let me know when you post it in there. I forgot that was showing. I'm gonna make sure go through. I made this just in case. I'm gonna open up Discord Thursday so I can see when that pops on through. That's gonna show. Where'd my little thing go? There we go. Now I can fiddle with the focus. So I can show you guys like the little. Look how tiny I got this umbrella. This is the original one right here I made. Like this was already small, and this is like the smaller one. And then where'd it go? Because I made a cupcake out of like for fun. I just made like the tiniest like cupcake I've ever made. I like really wanted to see if I can get better at making like the tiniest desserts because I thought like how cute would that be? Like one day we make like a tiny bakery or something. I feel like that would be kind of cute for Christmas maybe, or like fall time. Cute little bakery. I made another hibiscus over the weekend. Now we got 3. We got this is the one we made on stream, this light pink one. I think the red one I made off stream. I think I made that last week. We have like 3 hibiscus flowers ready. Oh, you can post Discord Thursday. That's kind of what it's for. It's like our little show off, you know, where people post in there and I can kind of like show off their stuff on stream. I've actually seen a lot of other crafty streamers do that. I'm like, that's such a brilliant idea. Like everybody, like they just have a day of the week where everyone posts in. I think some do it daily actually. Like some who have some really large followings, they can do it daily. But unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people posting there just yet, so I just do it once a week. But I kind of just show like whenever really. Like if someone comes in the middle of the week and they post in there, I'll just go ahead and show it on there. You know, they might not be here for Thursday. I want to get it to the point where I can show it daily, but here's like another little tiki umbrella fan to kind of put in there. This time I add some green to make it look like leaves, so it's supposed to look like little blossoms, or I don't know, like maybe like little bougainvillea flowers. I hope I'm saying that right. Turn the focus back down. It's like all blurry for you guys. Now you guys know what it feels like. This is like actually what life looks like to me without my glasses on. And then this is what it looks like when I wear my glasses. We're working on a little tiny margarita. So I'm making like a little lime slice. And then we're gonna go back to working on the roof part of the tiki bar. Here's like the bar part. I just need to make a little roof thingy. But this is basically just a remake for anyone new in here. We're just trying to remake this. And we can take these little guys off. These are not permanent. I like having the seats open so I can like place whatever like little character I want on there. But the problem is I kinda, you can see all this glue back here. The assembly was done so quickly and kind of messy. Like I just kind of did a shitty job because I was running out of time last summer. Oh wow, that's gorgeous though. Wait, hold on. We gotta show you guys this. Look at our Spider-Man. Look how clean that is. Your undergrooming is always so nice. Always your photos look nice. So I wish it would let me zoom in a bit more. Look how cute that is. Also, I love how you take the photos like that. Those flowers back there are so pretty. Always whenever I go to Daiso and I see some cute flowers, like I always buy them. If it's like something I don't have yet. I have like so many fake flowers built up. And like there's like one this right here. There's like, oh, one over here. I got like 2 of these. And actually some flowers just spilled out, so I'll have to clean that up later. Ah, it's like attaching to all my yarn. And thread. There were like some cherry blossoms that fell out, but yeah, anytime I see any new flowers, I like go and grab. I'm like, ooh, what new stuff can I get? But wait, did the little, you said it was for your little cousin, right? Oh, they get red, those look like candy. Oh, your little cousin did, wait, did you guys give it to the cousin yet? Or are they still waiting on it? I wonder what their reaction was when they saw it. They probably love getting stuff from you too. I have like my little niece, well, she's not really a niece, she's technically more of a second cousin because she's my cousin's kid. And she was actually asking me the other day, it's like, when are you guys gonna move back? I want you to teach me how to crochet. And I was like, oh, so sad though, because well, I guess her grandma would, my grandma would be technically her great grandma. She's the one who taught me how to crochet, and it's kind of sad because she's actually at the age where she should technically have still been around for them, but she passed away like in her I think early to mid 60s, unfortunately. She passed away when I was 14. And to be fair, it's because, you know, she drank and smoked all her life, so she didn't have the best of health, unfortunately. Aw, gave it to him on Saturday, wasn't expecting his reaction. He's like, wow, and hugged it. Alright, I had the flowers because when it was just bamboo, it looked kind of dull. Right, like sometimes you need a little pop of color. Right, sometimes you need a little pizzazz. I feel like faux flowers just really help with that, honestly. Here it is so far, a little lime slice, but I want to add some white. I'm gonna embroider that on. Let's check out how this new tiny one little needle will work. It's kind of the string is a little short. I should have made it a bit longer. Oh, he never let go of it from what I know. They slept the night with him. Aww. Yeah, like she said, she's like, I still have the hair clips you gave me, which at first I was a little confused because I don't think I've ever made her specifically hair clips. I remember I made Kylie Mae hair clips, which is her cousin, like, cause my cousins I'm talking about, their sisters. So Kylie Mae is my cousin Brandy's kid, and then Leilana is Haley's kid. Leilana was saying like, oh, I had the hair clips, and I remembered I had made at the time when I was making the hair clips. My cousin Haley had informed me that my cousin Brandy was fostering a little girl named Jennifer. So I made Jennifer a little something, but unfortunately though, because of shipping, it got there really way too late. I think Jennifer was already sent back home or something, or had like another family to live with. Like I think she got split with other family members, so I think that poor Jennifer girl never got her horsey clips, unfortunately. It's sad. I didn't have the heart to tell Ilana those were actually meant for somebody else, but okie dokie. I was like, I'm glad she got them. I actually just assumed they probably would have given them to Kylie Mae. But I'm glad they gave them to Leilana. But yeah, it sucked. I like, man, if I was still in the States, that package would have got there in time. Because I would only send, like, any of my crochet stuff, I only send whenever Mr. Coffee, like, in bulk, like, to my family. Like, I have a ton of stuff. Like, I have, like, a big old bag just of crochet things I made over the year for Christmas presents. And I only send it whenever Mr. Coffee goes to the States for a conference, because I do not trust USPS to not lose that. They've lost 3 of my packages already. Or 2 of them, I think. I think they almost lost a 3rd one. But I was like, we're not playing those stupid games. I'm sending that domestic. So I've had no trouble with USPS domestically, but internationally, they like losing my shit. So I'm like, I'm not playing them games. But because of that though, it got sent kind of late. I think, yeah, the little girl Jennifer had already moved away. And I don't think they had our contact information either. I know, right? It's sad because like the horsey stuff was made because like apparently Jennifer loved horses. I guess Leilana hopefully liked horses. Because I guess like what most little girls usually don't. I don't think I've ever really met like a little girl who doesn't like horses. Like even if you're not like a classic horse girl, I feel like no one really hates on horses. But it's sad though, because I could have made more like hair clips more towards her taste though if she wanted some hair clips. Like I know Leilana loves trolls. She loves what's that like little cute vampire girl? Like a kid's show. Not the Transylvania, not that girl, a different girl. Like a show for like really little kids. She was really into a couple years ago. She might have outgrown it though now. She's like, I think she's 9 now. This was more something she was into when she was more like 6 or 7. Yeah, shipping really does always mess stuff up. Like, I'm still sad about poor Beneneve's hair clips I made her. Like, her strawberry hair clips I made for Beneneve, another streamer. I'm still sad about that because I got to make her another pair, but they were kind of rushed and they didn't look as cute as the original ones. The original ones were much, much cuter. And USPS had the nerve to lose it. And it cleared customs, like it wasn't like a customs issue. And it cleared customs and then bam, got sent to a black hole. Darn you, Carson, California, a good for nothing city. Whatever good came out of Carson, California. Like, I heard that's like a big black hole for like shipping. My apologies for anyone who's like a resident of Carson, California. I'm just pissed with USPS. So mad about that. I got also 1 package lost at JFK. Let me see. Oh, we're at like 15 people in here now, so maybe I don't know if I should run the poll now or not. Because I'm supposed to run a poll of like what my next crochet project should be. Actually, let's I wish I could make you run it for longer. There we go. The pole should be on. Actually, can I pin that maybe? Oh no. Pretty legit. Well, I guess poles are technically already pinned. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Sakura? Oh, can't talk much. I'm live. Oh, you're streaming right now? That's kind of cool. Oh, stream is going well. We're just working on our tiny little shoot. A little tiny margarita. I'm trying to make a little lemon slice, not lemon, lime slice for it. Oh god, I hear. I didn't know for a crock pot to rattle. I hear my crock pot rattling in the back, in the kitchen. I can hear it. Granted, I do have it on high, and I don't remember it making so much noises when it was on low. So maybe that's just normal. I'm trying to Mr. Coffee had made some chili, what do you call it? And I'm like, you know what? I want to try making chili, but with the lentils. And I have black beans, and granted, I'm not vegan or anything, because the chili Mr. Coffee makes with beef. But I do want to try to include more things that have fiber in it. Like, I need to get more fiber in my diet, and lentils is like a great way of doing that. Plus, not to mention all the vitamins and stuff you get from lentils. So I was like, I got lentils in there. I do have a bit of bacon in there, for some flavor. I got some black beans in there. This is gonna be the hard part. I'm gonna sew this all on to make it look nice and neat. This needle's somewhat okay, but the eye of the needle has been bent. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but the problem is it does make it a little difficult to bring the needle through, like it snags on. Oh, really? Got a sponsorship? Ooh, who'd you get sponsored by? On there we go. Oh, I've seen that. I've been wondering if I should like do something like that, but I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of inconsistent as a streamer to do that. I never start at the same times. I'm always jumping around like what time I start, and I feel like they probably want someone who's like very consistent, very like well scheduled, and I'm like, I'm the opposite of that. I want to get like sponsored by a yarn brand though. Like that's what I want to use. Like any yarn brands be watching me, like Lion. Well, the problem is I don't really use Lion brand yarn. I feel like it's not really for amigurumi. At least, I don't know, unless they have like a line of yarn that's good for amigurumi. Like, hey, if Karen is watching, like Karen Yarn, like, hey, hit me up. I'm totally down for a sponsorship. I will sponsor you. I love your yarn. I don't know. I don't know if there's been anyone who's ever been... I have seen people have like, not sponsored, but I think they have like affiliations with Joanne though, like affiliate links. I'm like, ah, that would be the dream one day. Funny thing is, I've actually never been to a Joann's. Because like, as soon as I move out of my hometown, that's when they finally build a Joann's. And I didn't get a chance to go to it back when I last visited. I should have though. But then again, at the same time though, it was kind of like, I can't really be buying any yarn to bring back on this trip. Because me and Mr. Coffee were more just trying to get like essential things like spices, like any kind of food type items we can bring back. I was like, I don't really want to go to Joann's because I'm going to feel pressured to want to buy something because like I always do whenever I go into a yarn shop. Oh man, like I know, right? Like, yeah, Stream Elements is pretty awesome though. Like I'm kind of glad they chose to sponsor you. You probably get to do things like, don't know, is there even like a stream elements you can pay for? Or I'm guessing it's more like streaming tools maybe, or gaming tools. Oh wait, let me undo this. Oh, there we go. We got our little. Oh, hold on. Look at that. You guys can't always see that's like way too fuzzy. Get our little tiny lime slice. Wait, what's the paper for? Oh, are you talking about the, like, this right here, maybe, the bench? So, like, I don't think I got a piece of paper on here. I mean, I usually have my notebook, or my little notepad, but I don't think I have it on the table at the moment. But if you're talking about this, like, because there's, like, you know, stuff written on it, this is actually, like, a little tiny bench. And this was, back on my, what do you call it, birthday subathon, back, not last Friday, but the Friday before, basically June 28th. I had my very first subathon, and, like anyone who rated in, anyone who was gifted a sub, who gifted subs, who donated up biddies, I put all their names on here. My crock pot really be making some noise. Oh yeah, like have you seen like you know, like how with people when they have like a subathon, right? They have something they can like a poster or like a balloon they write everyone's like names on. And so I was trying to find something like that. I don't know why I didn't think about balloons. I guess the only problem is a balloon though would eventually deflate, unfortunately. But I saw these like little in the wooden section. I saw this little bench. I'm like, oh my god, that's like perfect because I like having like little benches that I can put my amigurumi on and like take pictures. And so I thought that was kind of cute. I have them in the spaces where there's no names are written. But hopefully, eventually, like probably over like different subathons. Gonna have like another one in September for my 3-year stream anniversary. I didn't do one last year. I'd never done a subathon before until my birthday one. It just kind of hit me like, oh, maybe I should do one. Apparently, it's like normal to do one for like your birthday or like a stream anniversary. And I was like, you know what? It's time I finally cracked down and like actually hold one. And it actually went pretty good. Just the only problem is my what do you call it? Stream died in the middle because the VPN decided to lag out. It was more like the San Jose server was just not doing, like, it was just having a fit that day, unfortunately. And I lost all the lurkers we had. We had like a lot of people in from like a really big raid. And the problem is though, after that though, like, you know, it was kind of hard for people to come back because, you know, they mostly were just watching me either passively or have me open a tab. But the thing is though, usually when you have those numbers though, right, like it makes your stream a little bit easier to find. Like Twitch will push it more. So that's why I was a little upset about the like lurkers being gone. I'm like, oh no, that would have helped boost the stream a little bit, like helped it be like searchable. I was like, dang it. Oh well. But yeah. I forget, like, this VPN though. And it's weird because, like, the VPN had been working great all week, and the one day I do something, it, like, honks out after 6 hours. Like, we had a 9-hour stream earlier that week, and it was fine all the way through. And it's just like, VPN, why you do me dirty like this? Let's see, is the poll done yet? Let's see what it is. Oh, no one answered it. Okay, I kind of thought it was a bit too quiet, so I might wait till a little bit later. Did I hold it again, or just, okay, I gotta do a new one, I guess. I wish they could have it where it's longer. I hate that it's only 10 minutes. Like, I wish they could, like, let you hold it longer. Because that way when people come in, they can see it and, like, vote if they want. That was one of the things of the subathon, though, was when we reached 5 subs, I was like, chat gets to choose, like, my next crochet project, and that's what the poll was for. I should have held one last week, but I forgot. I kept forgetting to put it up there. I'm gonna put a bit of glue to kind of tame these yarn tails. That's the only problem with small things, is like, it's kind of, there's really nowhere for your yarn tails to really go. So I'm going to try to mat it down a little bit with some glue. Usually I would use hot glue, but kind of hard to use hot glue with, like, really small items, so I'm using, like, more, like, regular multi-purpose glue. That'll help keep them in place. Also, I need to set this little lime on fire. Not really, but, like, to get kind of rid of the little fuzzies. Best part too is it actually kind of helps shrink some items as well. Like, it just really, oh, I should have, never mind, I should have kept some of those yarn tails. I forgot I gotta sew this onto the thing. Oh well, too late now. But yeah, I like how I can kind of shrink everything a little bit because it's polyester, so it'll kind of melt a bit, shrink, get a little bit smaller. See how tiny our little lime slices. Maybe I should just put it on with glue. And it probably does need me to sew it a little bit. So let me go ahead and cut off screen. What's up, Yarnia? I love that little lurking mode. Like slowly. Wait, is it like a little character? It looks like a little gingerbread man or gingerbread gal. Oh, it's yarn! Oh my god, that's so cute. Like, it's a little skein of yarn. I thought, like, from far away, I thought it was like a little tiny gingerbread woman. But I look closer, I'm like, wait, I see those lines. It's yarn! Little lurky yarn gal. And the best part too, because there's like this ugly spot right here. Like that's the seam, like when you, in the middle I didn't do joined rounds because I wanted it to be clean, but I did do joined rounds for the cup, and there's like this ugly spot like where you end your crochet. I'm actually thinking, actually let's put a teensy bit of glue so it like hopefully will stay in place a bit while I sew it, because it is kind of moving around a lot. That's usually my favorite technique, is using a little bit of both. Using a bit of both glue and sewing. I feel like you get the best of both worlds. It kind of helps it stay in place, but yet you get like more stability with sewing it on. Sometimes with sewing it on, it can like look kind of wonky. But if you glue it on, it looks better, but maybe won't stay on that well. There we go. Uh-oh. No siree, bye. Not on my lawn. Get off my lawn, you damn bot. No bots here. This ain't no place for you. This town ain't big enough for the two of us, so I'll take a hike, Jack. Wait, what is AFK Journey? I don't think I've heard of that. To be fair, I haven't really been gaming very much lately, though. Oh, that's kind of what I thought, though. Like, so I'm guessing with Stream Elements, it's like games and stuff, right? Okay. The only thing is, though, I'm not really looking to purchase any more games or like downloading more games. I actually had to uninstall some games I actually do sometimes play occasionally, but I uninstalled them because like we were like running out of room on our computer. Plus, I hardly game now. Like I hardly even play Fortnite now, which I do want to try to play a little bit maybe this week. I don't know, I'll have to see how busy I get. a little. Oh, careful! I sewed it on. Wish I did, so it's like less noticeable. There we go. I got our needle. Uh-oh, I'm hearing some steaming. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go check my crock pot real quick. Thankfully the steaming was just some air coming out. Oh, I thought it was like boiling over or something. I'm like, it's a crock pot. This is not supposed to happen. Oh. Does it still work? Okay, thank God. I dropped my poor fan. I was like, oh no. I don't want this poor thing to break. I promise there's one of the thread you can see it, and I want it to blend in, so I'm going to color it. There we go. Much better. I was like sticking out like a sore thumb. I don't. The only problem is I don't know how to make these lime slices better, because like looks great from one side, looks like absolute trash from the other. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hey, what's up, Electric? We back! We're just in time. I'm about to show a cute, like, little... We just finished the little margarita. I made the little lime slice. And the problem is, like, I was about to show what the back looks like. I don't know how to make these look better. Like, sure, I can make it look cleaner in the back when they're bigger, but when they're small, there's not much to really work with and, like, sew up your thread and hide it. So I don't know what to do. Also, we're gonna, there's like a bump here. I'm gonna shrink that maybe with a little bit of fire. Oops, I think I did too much. There we go. We got rid of that. There's like a big bump there. Yeah, we got a little margarita done.
Do you want to go get some coffee with me?
Oh, Simon College, welcome on in. Also, Electric, I think you remember. Did you see our like little umbrella from last time? Well, this weekend I was like, I want to make a tinier version of it, so we made like an extra mini version. This is with thread, so this is like a single strand of embroidery floss. It is with a 0.6 millimeter hook. This was a 1.4 with a single strand of worsted weight yarn. Like, look at the size difference, right? Like, and if you look at the needle, like, here's the size of the head of the crochet hook. Like, the sizes are not super different, right? They're not. I guess they're a little bit, but it's not that drastic. But look at the size difference, though. Like, it's crazy. And also, where'd my little cupcake go? Out of boredom, I just made like a little random cupcake. And it made me think like how cute for like a little bakery scenery. Like, oh my god, I have like I have too many things I want to make. Oh. So I'm thinking maybe sometime in the fall, maybe I should work on a bakery scenery. That'd be so cute, like making little tiny desserts or something. And we got, oh, here are the hibiscus flowers we have so far for the scenery. This one, this light pink one, we made on stream actually. But the other two I made off stream. But here's what we got. We got so far little hibiscus flowers. I'm thinking to make an orange one or a yellow one, maybe both. And yeah, I had one more little umbrella. Where'd that go? I don't know if I'll use it because I feel like it's a bit too big, because like you can see how tiny the umbrella for like this cocktail was, like our little, should have actually made the umbrella just a smidge bigger than that, or maybe not bigger but like maybe shorter. I think I made it a wee bit too tall, but I can't shorten it now, unfortunately. Got like a little swirly straw in there. I was trying to make another one, but like you can see how much this one's bigger. This will still work though for like a bigger cocktail, maybe something separate like a keychain or something, or a desk prop. I'm gonna save this, but I'm thinking to like do this again, but make it like smaller like that. Wait, that was a cube, by the way. Crochet cube amigurumi. Wait. Are you talking about the little like my little penguins? Like in the little slideshow over here? Yeah, like that little girl. Were you talking about one of those? My little cute penguins? Oh yeah, then it's probably one of these. I think I got them in here. Like, was it Sammy? Cause Sally's the his little waifu. They got like little Sammy and Sally. Oh, this is Sammy right here. This little guy. All you do basically is once you do 8 in a magic circle, instead of increasing like normal, right? Like you would just do 2 single crochet in each stitch. You do 1 single crochet, and then you do 3 in each of the corners, and then you like, so basically like the first round it'll be like 1 single crochet, then triple increase, and then 1 single crochet, triple increase, and then you'll do that. You basically increase 4 times, but since you're adding 3, you're still increasing by the normal 8 stitches though, thankfully. So the stitch count will still be the same as in traditional increasing, but you're making the shape different. It's really cool. The only thing is they're not very rigid though when you work in the loops. Like, they're very soft, but it makes like a soft cube shape. And then what I do is I just make another flower and I sew it to the bottom, because regular decreasing didn't look as good. So it looks better if you make another panel at the top and sew it at the bottom. That helps keep the shape a bit better. That's a whole lot of fun though. You can do all kinds of stuff though. When you make like cubes, like little robots, little like decks or something. I still find for like, say, things like this though, like if I want it more rigid, it's still better to panel and then sew them together. I feel like you get a much more rigid thing. But if I wanted like something smaller, like, yeah, I could have like done that square in the round and then just done like a couple rounds and then like maybe put some paneling in there. That's also how I did the crochet Christmas truck. Oh, I don't have it though because I gave it away, but I have some pictures on my wait, did I ever post on Instagram? I never posted those on Instagram, did I? Shoot, I need to post those this year because, well, to be fair, the reason why I didn't was because they were Christmas gifts and my family follows my crochet Instagram, so I couldn't post them. And I still want to confirm if my relatives have gotten some of them. I don't know if my dad mailed them all out yet. I tried asking my aunt if they've gotten theirs yet, but she hasn't responded yet. I'm like, please respond soon because I need to know, because I want to post the picture of Pushin, like the cute Pushin I made with the sweater. I can't post that because that was a Christmas gift. Unless maybe I make her different. Like maybe I should make the sweater a different color or something. Because yeah, I didn't want it to like, you know, spoil their present. Oh god, like the little top of my, like, maybe I should turn it down low, but I kind of want it to finish though. I have my crock pot on high. So I basically just need to watch how long we've been, like 2 hours. I'm trying to think, how long did I turn my crock pot on before stream? I think it was only 30 minutes. I think I turned it on, like I mixed everything together, turned on 30, and 30 minutes later I started stream. So probably at if like we reach 4.5 hours, then this should be when I should turn it off. Because I have it on high, and I think high cooks it for 4 hours, right? At least that's what I've seen. Like they're usually like, oh, 8 hours on low, 4 hours on high. Like whenever I look up any like crock pot meal. I'm trying to make my non-vegetarian, non-vegan lentil black bean chili. I'm trying out. The reason why it's non-vegan is because it has some bacon in there. That's why I'm really trying to eat more the black beans and the lentils more for fiber, trying to get like up my fiber intake. And I have some leftover chili that Mr. Coffee made. I'm actually thinking to like just incorporate in there. So I feel like actually adding more beans and lentils could be a great way to kind of like lessen the amount of red meat to eat. That way you still get some of the flavor of the red meat, but you're not eating so much, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we probably have, I don't want to say too much protein, because probably we're still not getting enough protein, but like we're eating like too much red meat. So I'm trying to lessen it, trying to spread it out more. Yo, what's up, Rebecca? How you doing? We're working on the tiki bar. Well, I gotta show you, I made some really tiny things. We'll pop the focus back up so you can see a little bit better. There we go. So this is like the little umbrella we made for the tiki bar, right? Like, it's still pretty small. But then I wanted to see how small I could get it with the thread. Like, look how tiny it got. I'm finally getting better with it. Like, it's getting a little bit more manageable. I used to try to avoid any kind of like, I tried to avoid working with thread too much because it was getting a little bit difficult, but now it's getting easier. I think I'm getting like the hang of it. It's like, it always just takes some practice, really. I think finally my hands are building the muscles. And then to really challenge myself, I was like, you know what? Let's try to make a cupcake. And I made the tiniest cupcake I've ever made. I made that, you remember that, like that tiny ice cream I made? That was pretty hard, but this was even harder because like trying to make the swirl and try to sew it, that's the hard part, because really the swirl, all it is just a chain substitching and then doing like 2 in each stitch, like 2 single crochet, and then I increase up to like half double, just like, I didn't really count how many times, but near the end it's just a bunch of like 2 double crochet, and then it just kind of naturally swirls together, but you still got to sew it in place though. But it can be hard. And then try to, I think I glued it on top because I could not be bothered to sew it.
Hello there.
Hey guys, I'm Sam, how you doing? And we just finished our little margarita. I did the margarita off stream, but we finished, I made the little slice on stream, and we just finished sewing it on. I feel like it looks pretty good. I probably should, like, it probably looks unnatural because it's like probably way too big. But it's kind of hard to make the slice so tiny. Oh, what'd you think about the little, yeah, alright, these are so cute. Alright, thank you, Sam. How'd you think about the little tiny, I'm still happy about this, like this little cupcake. This actually got the cupcake liner, and I was trying to practice how to do that. I was like, you know what, we're gonna practice it, but with the thread, so I can get better at it. And then I made like another, here's like the first pina colada we made. I want to make the umbrellas a little bit small, no. Not the umbrella part, but I think I made it a bit too tall. But it's still cute, so I'm gonna still keep it. But I want to make the umbrella a little bit shorter. I did make up a little bit of a boo-boo right there. You can see that one's a bit too big.
Maybe we can grab some coffee?
You wanna go get some coffee with
Also,
me?
Sappy Wonder, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Here's like the ideal I wanted to make, but it's still, I think, a bit too big for the tiki bar. So I'm gonna save this probably for something else. I made like another like little umbrella. It's supposed to look like little, I don't know, cherry blossoms or bougainvillea. Probably butchering that. Like those like really pretty flowers you see like when you go down to some places on the beach and they have like those beautiful flowers just growing on the walls of like buildings and stuff. Bougainvillea, I think that's how you say it, bougainvillea. Oh my god, I don't know why, but that's always like a tongue twister for me. You know, it's funny, for the longest time I didn't even know what bougainvillea was, because I remember I would just hear, I like watch, or not watch, like listen to a lot of Dean Koontz books, and he always mentioned bougainvillea a bunch of times. I thought it was a type of house for the longest damn time. I just today learned that it was flowers. And I'm like, wow, I'm practically 30. I'm turning 30 next year, by the way. I just turned 29 back on the 28th of June. And also, thank you for the hydrate. All right, the ice cream, like that ice cream was hard. And now I'm thinking like I can make it look a little bit better. Because before that ice cream was made with sewing thread. So it wasn't like the best stitching ever. Because like sewing thread has like that coating on it. So when you crochet with it, there's a bit of gaps in like, you can like see the stuffing sometimes. That's why I prefer embroidery floss, because embroidery floss is thinner and you can get like it really close, like the stitch. It's a bit of a pain to sew through though, I will say that. I do want to try to make maybe like a yellow, like a yellow one, a yellow hibiscus flower. So I might try that first because I'm trying to postpone working on the roof. Let me clean this up though. I got all this red here. I probably should reorganize it. And probably in a bit, I'll probably re-up my coffee. I probably also want to give later my chili a taste test. It smells good, but I haven't tasted it yet. I'm just hoping I put enough spices. That's what I'm worried about. But it smells really good, so that should be, I feel like that's a good sign, right? Like when food you're baking smells good, it should taste good. Probably the only thing it probably will have is like not salty enough maybe, and I can always add that later. So I didn't really add any, I only added like chicken, like a chicken bouillon cube, which usually I think would be enough to salt it, right? Like I don't want to over salt it. I'm gonna wait on that. Oh wait, now that you guys are in here, wait, hold on. I need to do a poll. I tried doing one earlier, but it was kind of quiet and nobody voted on it. So I need to do a poll, y'all, because that was one of the first things we unlocked with the subathon for my birthday. Was chat gets to choose my next crochet project after we finish the tiki bar. Let's make one. Oops, what? One thing. There we go. Poll. Thankfully, I typed everything out on like a little notepad on my computer, so I can just copy and paste, thank God. Just trying to type from here, especially with the keyboard being butthead today. Like a lifesaver. But sometimes I accidentally hit cut instead of copy, and I hate that. I hate that they're right by each other too. Really annoying. Kind of saying like, I want to know whoever made this part of Windows, I want to know who the son of a bitch is who decided to put the delete right next to rename. Like when you try to go to a folder and try to rename it, delete is like right under it, and I want to know who thought to put it in that order, because so many times I try to rename something and you kind of misclick and you accidentally delete what you were trying to rename. I want to know who did that. You are a sadist. They did that on purpose. I cannot think that they did not do that unintentionally. I'll put it for, I think it's already set to 10 minutes. I'll set it for 10 minutes. I don't know. There we go. Poll started. That way you guys can let me know what my next project should be. The choices are caravan, and I'll show you what I mean. There have been some really cute crochet caravans. I've been meaning to do one for a while because my mom wants one. And I've been meaning to test out and try to make one so I could like make a pattern. Let me see. Where's Pinterest at? I can show you. I have some saved ones. I mean like something like this, where you can like open it up. That's what it looks like on the outside. That's what I mean by like, yeah, I want to make one of these little caravans. I don't know if I could go this big. This is like very paneled, but I'm gonna go for more of the round ones. But my mom saw these and she really wanted one. I'm like, ooh, that'd be so cute. And it's so cute too. Like it closes up nicely. But I want to make it like a scenery as well. Like have some stuff on the outside. I think this is the one she wanted. Like the one with like the little cute banner on it. Like something like this. And then gingerbread house. Make another gingerbread house. Oh my god, there's... Ugh. It's so crazy. I'm seeing real crochet, but I'm seeing also this AI crochet. Like, that's AI. And this is real, right? There have been some people, oh my god, because of like AI crochet. Now granted, I did save this because I know it's AI crochet, but I thought, okay, that stuff looks crochetable. I'm gonna actually try to make this one day. That is actually cute. I don't know about the California part, he's trying to embroider on there. Like, that's all it should be, it's just like ideas. But yeah, it's like all these little sceneries are all AI generated. Sometimes I find some real ones though, like this furniture is real, thankfully. I found those a long time ago. They're like from old magazines. It's back in here. I think I'll keep these out because they're so cute. They're like this little tiny. I'm gonna probably put this in a mound of sand and make like a little scenery with it. I think I might use this maybe as like a little present for, I think, my sister Emily, because she loves beach sceneries. So I'm gonna make another tiki bar for my sister Katie. This will be too small for the tiki bar though, so I need to make another one of those. That's too small. I'll just use that as stuffing. Alright, let's. Bunny yellow. This might be a bit too bright, maybe. Find the right pastel yellow. Let me see if there's anything maybe in here. If there's any good yellows I passed up. Because I do see some pastel yellows in here, however, they're kind of more on the brown side, so I want more of a pure pastel yellow. Maybe this? No, it still looks a bit too brown. Actually, probably this one will be our best. Maybe, I don't know. It's like it's yellow, but it has like a dullness to it. Maybe for a flower. I don't know. I guess I'll give it a try. Maybe it'll look better if I stain it with some orange and red, maybe. Give up that much food. I'm just gonna split only one for now. I don't think I gotta split all of them. This hopefully should be enough for like one viscous flower. I'm just gonna make little chain 4 spaces to work in. I make 5 of them. That's what I work the pedal in. Let's see. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Mr. Coffee right now is in San Francisco. He's super excited because he was waiting. He's been waiting all year for this trip. This was actually supposed to happen back in May, I think, but because there was actually 2 separate San Francisco conferences by 2 different material science companies or something. The first one was smaller, so they actually booked him. I thought that one got canceled and rebooked. He said no, that was a different one, and that they wanted him to go to this one. I'm like, oh, okay. For the longest time, I thought it just got canceled and rescheduled for this time, because he wasn't supposed to have to go, but only one conference in July. He just came back from a conference, so he just came back from Maryland, and had this week, and then like had to already get ready. So he kind of actually had no weekend for 2 weeks in a row. So hopefully he takes some time off when he gets back. But he's missed San Francisco. We actually might go back to live there probably in a little bit, like 7, 8, 4, 5, in maybe a year or 2. Depends. Like right now we're trying to save up for moving, because he needs to go back there and finish the degree. Like his 10-year time limit's running up. Because back in 2018, he had to quit and put he was able to submit to put a freeze on his degree, so he can like come back and finish it up, like, and there's like a 10-year limit on it. And so he has till I guess 28, but he doesn't want to wait too long though, plus his mom has been pestering him to finish it, which is really funny. Is because of them, they actually had to they made him come back, because his father had some investments go south and they lost a lot of money, and they're like, we can't pay for your living arrangement. He was paying for his tuition, but you know how it's expensive to live out in California, so they're like, we can't pay for your apartment anymore, so you need to come home. But now his mom is like, when are you going back? You need to go back and finish that degree. And at first I was wondering why, because Mr. Coffee has a really good job now. His job doesn't care if he finishes that degree or not, because he has a degree anyway from SNU here in Korea. So I was like wondering why, and apparently it's just about status. She just really wants him to finish it for status for some reason. I'm just like, bro. Like, okay. I mean, I guess it is good to finish it though, because like all that money that went into it though would be for nothing though if he doesn't finish it. So I say it in that regard, but the whole status thing is like kind of weird. Like, your son has a really good job. He just got promoted. It's still not, I swear nothing's good enough for tiger parents here in Korea. She is kind of one of those like nothing's kind of ever good enough kind of thing. Like, she's still mad he never became a lawyer, and I'm just like, oh honey, not everyone can become a lawyer. Actually, Mr. Coffee's, it's funny because he's just like his dad. His dad was kind of like, not a salesman, but he like did, he also had to like travel and do conferences and stuff. He's kind of like he's really good at working in business, I feel like. Like, Mr. Coffee's a really good salesman. He's like the overseas salesman for their product, and what do you call it? Like, they're like impressed with his growth, and they actually already want to make him the American branch manager. Like, they don't have a branch in America yet, so that's what they're waiting on. Because once he moves there, once he finishes his degree, then they can open a branch. So probably after that, we might have to move to Texas. They specifically want Denton, Texas. So I have no idea. If anyone who lives in Denton, Texas, can you let me know what's it like there? Like, is it nice? Is there a lot of crime? Is the housing cheap out there? How's the gas prices? Food prices, are they okay? Because I heard like Texas is one of the few places where it is at least still cheap to live, but even then now it might still go up. I'm honestly kind of scared with the like, I don't know, because like on one hand it's like it'd be nice to live somewhere cheap, but that's the problem, is that's gonna be around the time me and Mr. Coffee want to start planning for kids. And I've heard because of like what's going on in America, a lot of OBGYNs are kind of like leaving red states, and I'm like, ooh, that's gonna make things kind of difficult, right? When you're trying to plan for kids, like, you need healthcare and everything. Be like, right, give all the details. I want to know everything, right? I want to know if it floods there. I don't want to know if they have like, do you have forest fires? Because I know there's parts of Texas that get forest fires, and there's other parts of Texas that get like impacted by a hurricane. At least it's close. I think it's close to the, is it Dallas? I think it's close to Dallas. I'm not sure. I gotta see which airport it's close to. But there's a research spot out there the, like, I don't want to say facility. I think that was part of the university, so I'm not sure which university. Or is it Austin? Is it close to Austin? I gotta look at a map though. But yeah, I need to know the deets. But preferably they want to put somewhere in the middle. Mr. Coffee originally wanted to see if he can convince, like, the Nextron to put it in Memphis, because, you know, the Memphis airport. However, I think the Memphis airport's not good enough. Like, that's like the connections. Like, you're still gonna have a lot of connecting flights. But if you're somewhere like Dallas, that's usually the connecting flight anyway. So a lot of the flights would be just one way, right? Because if you're in the center, you don't need a connecting flight. You just need to do one way to whatever. If you're going East Coast or West Coast, most of them could be like one-way flights, and that's cheaper and time saving. At least a good thing is actually when he goes to finish his degree, he can actually still do the conferences. I think he'll be more switched to commission based just for that time. So he won't be like full-time working anymore, but he'll do that, and it'll actually be cheaper for the company because now he's already going to be in America, and he'll just do all the American conferences, probably no European ones after that. And it'll actually save him a lot of money, so they're excited for it. So they're like trying to figure out how to make this work. This like, so it's, you know, still in the beginning stages. And Mr. Coffee's saving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. I can chain 3. Damn, my crockpot is having a blast. Like, he's just rattling back in the kitchen. Yeah, I think next time I'm gonna stick with doing it on low, because I don't remember it rattling this much when it was on low, but on high, it's going at it. But it's, oh, I can smell it from here. That smells good. Yeah, so much to plan. And I don't even know how permanent the living out in Texas would be. Like, that's the problem, is I don't know if that would be like our permanent spot of living. I don't know if I want to get a house out there or not, but it might be like the only spot where we could probably afford a house, honestly. Because, like, Mr. Coffee would love to live in San Francisco his whole life if he could, but I'm like, oh god, no, that would drain us. That would drain us so much of our money. Now, granted, though, when he does get this position to be the marketing manager, he'll start making a lot of money. Like, because Bakbagi, that's not his real name, that's just his nickname we give him. It means, like, baldy. Not in a hair loss way, like a shaved way. Like, if you shave your hair, like, that's, like, the term Bakbagi. Temuri is for an actual bald head. But, like, we call the European marketing director, he calls him Bakbagi because he drives Mr. Coffee nuts sometimes. Though he's like a big cheerleader for Mr. Coffee. Like, he's a big cheerleader to the boss for Mr. Coffee. He's always like, oh, you need to make this guy like my position. Like, this kid, like, you, well, it's kind of funny to call it. He calls him a kid, right? But Mr. Coffee's like, I think like 34, right? Like, it's funny to know, like, that's far from being a kid, I guess, to someone in their 60s that's a kid. Is that also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. I gotta keep track of how many trebles I'm doing. But yeah, the problem is he always is contacting Mr. Coffee after work hours because of the time zone, because Bakbagi's in France. So by the time Mr. Coffee's off work, that's when Bakbagi's getting ready for work, and any questions he has to like with a client or a certain product or anything, or shipping details and stuff, like, he talks with Mr. Coffee, and it's just like, bro, everyone's like, it's like 10 p.m. We're gonna go to bed soon. So it drives Mr. Coffee crazy a little bit. So it's like a love-hate relationship a little bit.
With me?
Also, Dark Sultan, welcome on in. Oh, you're Feather Felix's friend. Oh, what kind of stuff you like to crochet? We're trying to crochet little biscuits at the moment. I don't know if you can see much of what I'm doing. I don't normally work with thread on stream that much. I usually work with my splitted yarn, which some people still think it's thread. It's not, it's yarn. So it's a lot easier to work with, believe me. But doing flowers is not so bad. I feel like that's kind of blurry. I might need to fiddle with the focus in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Oh, then I'll have to like show you. We just finished a little margarita. Wait, let me. Oh, is the the poll's done? Let me see. Did anyone vote in it? I hope so. Ooh, okay, the caravan has won. Let me write that on our little list. Where's my pen? Oh, we will work on the caravan. That was like a thing. Back during my subathon, chat was gonna get to vote. We reached 5 subs, and so that was like the first thing we unlocked, and that was I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't have stuff ready made, so I was gonna do one last week, but I forgot. So I was like, okay, let me do this one with this week, a poll. So I was trying to think of what should be in the poll, like all right, caravan. So we'll start working on that. As soon as we're done with the tiki bar, we'll go straight into working on a caravan. I specialize in medieval and ancient fibers. But currently crocheting is half my personality right now. Cause they only some minutes, but I had to come on and say hi. Let's see. I'm not able to write girl today. I'm not able to write though today. Like, it's saying like there's some days where we can't write to save our lives. I feel like. But I'll show you real quick things we worked on. I need to put the focus up so you guys can see them better. We just finished Little Margarita, and then during the weekend I fiddled with. So we made like this not last week before. It's like a little umbrella, the tiki ball, right? And I was like, let me see what it looks like when I make it with thread. So here's like the size difference when I work with my splitted yarn versus thread. It's like a major difference. And then over the weekend I kind of fiddled around and made like a tiny cupcake. I've never made one this small before, so this is the first one. So now I'm thinking like I should have like a little bakery scenery one of these days. And here are so we're working on the hibiscus right now, so you can kind of see how the one we're working on will turn out. Here are the ones like the light pink one we made on string, but the other two I made off string. And to stain it, I normally use watercolor, but this time I cheated and just used some Sharpie. I feel like it was a wee bit intense for the light pink, but it looked perfect for the more medium pink one. And oh my god, this red is like very bright. It's because I have the saturation up. And here's what one of the drinks besides the little margarita you just saw. Here's like our pina colada. I also try to make the umbrella a little bit bigger. I don't know, would that fit? Actually, that might still fit actually. So maybe I should make them all this size instead. I made it a little bit too small. It was kind of hard to get that detail. So you see, I botched that little flower right there. But I just dotted with some Sharpie, like pink, then a dot of red, and then some green. This is like, at least with the Sharpie, it's a little bit more precise. But yeah, those are some of the things I was making for this tiki bar. Except the cupcake, that was just random. That was one of those like, okay, I need to work on something different before I lose my mind kind of like project. Right, like yeah, if it's gonna be for like something that's like not a toy, like just like a little prop or decorative piece, then yeah, using Sharpie I feel is fine as long as you don't get it too wet. But I've stained with watercolor, and surprisingly, once it's stained and dried, it doesn't seem to wash off. Now, granted, I have not thrown it in the washer, so I don't know how it's going to react with soap. But I remember one time I made a mistake with my cherry blossom earrings, and one petal got way too stained pink. Like the yarn just or the thread just shrunk it up too much. But I tried to see if I could fix it by just let it soak in water and see if that would help like dissolve any of the pink and I could start over. Nope, it was stuck the way it was. I let that thing sit in all week in some water and nothing. Now granted, I should have tried soap, but unfortunately that didn't work. Oh my god, even Maysheep has a Sharpie! Maysheep, you got like all the emotes, I swear! Damn, like didn't you have like the balloon dog one too? Like when we were working on the little crochet balloon dog, where is that little guy at? I gave I had the blue one you guys saw before. I gave that one as a present to my sister's, I guess to my brother-in-law, because my sister right now is engaged. And I had nothing to give him, so I made it into a keychain. But here's the red one we made though. But yeah, the blue one is sadly gone. Oh, yeah, this side it looks a little horrendous. I might try to embroider over. I was trying to make like little lines. It doesn't look so bad on stream, but it looks not that great in real life. It looks really chalky. But yeah, here's our little red balloon guy. But even May's sheep had like, what do you call it? Isn't it from balloons? Yeah, the streamer balloons, and she even had like a little really cute balloon dog emote. Oh, you still got it! Right, May, she got all the emotes. Right, I'd be like, I only have my box emote. That's a cute. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? Is that the? Kind of reminds me of the little guy from SpongeBob, the anti-SpongeBob, or what was he called? The one where he drew, and it came to life and became like crazy and a menace. That little guy, yeah. And if you want to see some of my characters, I have like these little characters right here. Like we got our little party chick, and I got my little baby chick. I feel like the brightness might be too much. Let me see. Is there a way I can turn that down? I feel like it was needed earlier, but now it's like, I feel like it's a little bit too bright. Open filters. Go with it. Maybe the gamma is too high? Or gamma? Okay, maybe that's better. Is that better? Because I feel like that was a little bit too bright. Oh, her little pina colada spilled. Put that back in her paw, or her flipper, or her wing. She's a baby chick. Oh, that's better. Okay, it was like way too bright. But we got our party chick. She's got her little pina colada on our unicorn floaty, and then we got the other baby chick with her little sun hat, eating a watermelon. I can take these out though. These are like little props. Like the party hat. This was actually the first prop I ever made with these little party hats, actually. Back when we first moved here. Yeah. Oh my god, though, you can see the stitch really opened up with the sunglasses, though, so I'll probably have to fix that. Usually I have to, like, sew them shut, the little stitches, if it opens up a bit too much. Now I can probably see right here in our... You see that hole right there? It's like the stitch kind of opened up a bit. I might need to start using thinner wire. Same with her head, and there's like a little bit of discoloring. Oh, I think that was from her witch hat. Or something. That was from something I had put Sharpie on, and then it kind of discolored the top of the stitch. Alright, it's like the closing flap of a cardboard box I had friends told me that looks like a face, and boom, the emo. Oh, so it's actually like a picture! Oh, something that you had. That's kind of cool. I was eating Emily's seat. Alice. Oh god, I can't talk. So I need to leave again, sadly, but I'll love your stream. Hope I can come back soon. I'll hopefully try to be on earlier, because I know it's probably like later time, because it's like already 7:52 a.m. I mean, not a.m. p.m. here, so it's already kind of not late, but like depending on time zones, it'll be like later for you. Especially if you're in the US, because then it's probably like morning time over there, like super early morning, I think. But if you're also in Australia, then it's like pretty late, I think. It depends, because there is one Australian time zone that's like an hour behind me, which is crazy. I always see like, usually people in Australia are usually ahead of me by a couple of hours, but there's one time zone that's actually 1 hour behind me. It's crazy. It's still a little bit too wet. The problem is when the hand's too wet, even after I dry it with like a terry cloth towel, the thread won't glide across my fingers. It'll get kind of stuck. Oh, okay, so Central European time. It's close to 1 p.m. here. Oh, but I have to mod for a friend in 5 minutes, so see you soon and have fun. Oh, happy modding! Because yeah, I know that's like an intensive job. Gotta watch to make sure them bots and make sure the chat in there behave. Actually, this is one thing I love about like the crafting community. I feel like we don't really have to have intense moderators. Like even like partner streamers I've seen, there's never really any bad stuff going on. Usually it's just like the occasional spam bot coming through, and that's about it. Usually mostly people behave. Even when like, now there have been some trolls that come through, but even then they're very rare. And all you gotta do is just bonk and be like, okay, we not fooling with that, goodbye, like that. But oh my god, I can only imagine, like, especially if they're a gamer, Because I remember one time I was doing a Stardew stream and somebody came in, they're like, what are you doing playing a baby game? You should play a different game, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bitch, read my username. Do I look like a, like, even then, like, Stardew's a fun game. But it was like, bro, I don't even claim to be a gaming channel. What the heck? Where is this attack coming from? I'm a crochet channel. I just game occasionally. That was like so insulting. But I bonked them on the spot. It's just like, they didn't have no reading comprehension apparently. But what was like with the vitriol for poor Stardew? Like, why are you coming after our cozy games? Oh, good news. Remember when I was training for the work thing I mentioned, by the way? Did they finally, like, is the training finally over? Did you get, like, the new promotion, the pay up, the pay bump? Well, I hope so. I hope all that is over. Hey, oh, no promotion, but I mean, hey, honestly, I would rather take a raise. Like, who needs a promotion if you're gonna get the raise anyway? Because I've actually heard the opposite happening, where you get a promotion, but you get no raise, but you get, like, way more responsibility. I feel like that's, like, the shit end of the bargain. You actually got the better end, like, no promotion, but a pay raise? Honestly, sounds nice. And you passed it, let's go. All the hard work finally paid off. And it's probably a relief, too. Now it's, like, one less thing you have to worry about, too. My crock pot is talking in the kitchen. It's just like the lid is just rattling. I hope that's normal. I have it on high, so that's probably why. I probably do need to occasionally check it, make sure not too much of the water boils away. It's still a little watery, so I'm just trying to let it thicken now. I think everything's cooked in there. Like the lentils definitely look like they're finished. But still a little bit on the watery side. I think I must have put too much water, but I think that's the beauty of crock pots, is you just can let it keep cooking until all the water's gone, I think. Uh-oh, I hope this will be enough. To be fair, I do have 3 petals in, so hopefully this should be enough for 2 more petals. Might try a trick where I wet it first before I tap it with the Sharpie. Your girl too lazy to pull out the watercolors. Or because I feel like if I don't have a ton to watercolor at once, it feels kind of like wasteful. Like even when I'm just trying to get a little bit. Paint, like whatever leftover paint there is, just ends up drying and not getting used. And then I just have to wipe it away next time I want to use it. I keep snagging onto something. There we go. God, I should get a crock pot at some point. It sounds so convenient. It really is. I guess as long as, like, I don't know, it's like usually there's something that people can leave on while they're at work. I'm a little hesitant to do that because I've always been, like, terrified to leave anything cooking, you know, when no one's home. But apparently crock pots are supposed to be like that safe option, like, so I do want to look into how safe it is to leave a crock pot on when you're not home. But yeah, most people use them for like, that way when you come back, it's already cooked and ready to serve, basically. It's good for things like any kind of like chili, like any kind of stews. It's really convenient. Oh, and the funny thing is we've had this crock pot for a long time. And I actually just took the bubble wrap off it. No, it's not brand new, but like when we moved here, I had the bubble wrap. The lid was still bubble wrapped, and I just... So for the 2 years we lived here, I have not used it. Granted, it's because Mr. Coffee does a lot of the cooking, but I want to start. I got some black beans I need to start using, and I am not cooking those on a pot over the stove. No way in hell I'm going to use a crock pot for that. It's just so much easier. And I never thought to put the lentils in there, so I actually went to go look. Is there such thing as lentil chili? And it is, and they cooked in the crock pot. And I'm like, oh, thank God, because I'm like... Granted, lentils don't take that long to cook on the stove, but I feel like a crock pot would just make things so much easier. Because there have been times where I've overcooked it, I've undercooked it. I'm hoping the crock pot hopefully prevents it from being overcooked. And I also heard you can make yogurt in it. Just the only caveat is here in Korea, milk is just as expensive, so it's probably just cheaper to buy the already made yogurt. But in America, though, that would actually be very cheap because you can get, well, now I know milk has gone up, but actually maybe it's still cheaper though, I think, compared to how much yogurt is maybe now in the US. It's like all grocery prices have really gone up. But back then, my dad had a dehydrator and we would make yogurt. All you had to do was have a little dollop of store-bought yogurt and just mix it in there after you eat up your milk, and voila. So, but every so often though, Mr. Coffee buys this Polish milk that's like on for sale, and it's like these little what do you call it, quart containers, or like I think it's was it 2 quarts? I think it's like 1 mil. I mean, not 1 million, 1,000 mil, at like that size. And we get like a bunch at once. But the problem is that we're at the tail end of the supply we got last time, and we had to wait till they're on sale again. So if we get that again, then I can start making yogurt, because then that will be affordable because we have so much of it. Like, we've had this milk since February. And apparently it's shelf stable. You're supposed to keep it on the shelf. I just went ahead and put them all in the fridge, actually. I think they tasted better that way. I think if I kept them on the shelf and then opened them up, because it's like really high fat milk, like full fat milk, and it had like a strange taste to it. Not in a bad way, it's just like how typically Polish milk would taste because of the super high fat content. But it tastes much better if I kept them all in the fridge than if I kept them on the outside and then put them in the fridge. And I'm hoping we can get those again soon. And I can finally make some yogurt maybe with the crock pot. That'd be kind of interesting to try. Oh, finally. Done with this one. Now we just gotta sew it up. And here is how I do that. Actually, this would be perfect too for... That looks like those like little melon flowers, like if you're growing watermelons. They have like the little yellow flower. They're really cute. I do feel like this hibiscus flower pattern can be like very versatile. You just need like a 5-petal layered flower, or like the petals kind of like overlap each other. It's just really what makes it into hibiscus. It's like the little what do they call the middle part of the flower again? This part in the middle. That's what makes it into the hibiscus flower, basically. Oh, and you missed it too, Meishi. When I was sewing up part of the margarita thing, my other needle, I have like a really small needle, because it's really hard to find sewing needles that were actually small enough to use with the to sew my stuff up, because it's like the needle part would be too big, and it broke in half. I'm very lucky I didn't get myself cut, but yeah, it broke in half, unfortunately. And I had to throw it away. Thankfully I found these, but yeah, most of my needles are a little bit on the bigger side. They're still small, but they're like not sewing needle, like sewing needle tiny. I couldn't find my little, you know, it's like little kits you get for like mending your clothing. You get like at a cheap dollar store. I have one of those that should have some thin needles in them, and I could not find it for the life of me. I don't know where I put it. Because a while back I did some deep cleaning and reorganized my craft room, and I don't know where I put it. I used to keep it up here. I still had this one, this little kit, but it was like a different one. And I don't know what happened to it, unfortunately, so I gotta find it. If not, I can always just get another one from Daiso. They're only $1. Try to flatten these petals a little bit. I like to use the end of my crochet hook. Granted, this helps if your crochet hook has like a rubbery handle. I don't know how well this would work if you had like a metal crochet hook, or because some of my crochet hooks, they taper down a little bit, but this one's like nice and blunt and fat at the end, so it really helps them squish out those like stitches and make them a little bit flatter. There you go. Now it has like more of almost like a block kind of pressed look to it. Also, let's get rid of those fuzzies, those nasty little fuzzies. And it's cool because it actually makes it look even shinier when it has some heat applied. Like, it makes it glossier. I know, right? But like, oh no. Right? I was very lucky too. I was like, oof. Because I know Rebecca was just in here earlier. I'm not sure. They're probably lurking right now. But Rebecca, didn't you have like, it wasn't a needle. I think it was like your crochet hook. I remember you were working with it and it broke and all her white yarn started turning red. Like, yikes. It's like when the yarn fights back. Or technically, like when your tools fight against you. Like, yikes. And it is an experience I do not wish to experience. I've already given me a severe burn on my fingers from my old hot glue gun. But we don't need that again. I don't need any other injuries from my craft tools. And granted, the sad thing was, the reason why I had like accidentally burnt my finger with hot glue was not because my finger got too close to the nozzle. No, oh, what was that sound? Oh, okay. I think that was from someone outside. I heard like a loud squeaking mechanical noise. I was like, God, it's not the crock pot, is it? No, I think it's outside because I had the balcony windows open. I hope it's not the crock pot. I hope it's like a vehicle or something. Maybe just in case. Let me check. Let me go give a check on my crock pot. I probably need to stir the stuff anyway and see the liquid amount. I'll be right back. it. Just checked it and it's actually looking good. I gave it a taste test. Tastes pretty good. It's not too salty, so I might have to add salt later. But I just incorporated the remainder of the old chili that has like was made mostly of ground beef. And there's like maybe like this amount. So hopefully it'll add like a more meatier taste to it because it's mostly black beans and lentils with a little bit of bacon in there. But so far it tastes, I was actually shocked it tastes pretty good. That was without really much meat in there, so yeah, I'm trying to find ways to kind of lessen the amount of meat I eat and try to get more of that fiber intake. Oh, I should have, well, I don't really need this though because like I'm gonna have the yarn tail or the yarn tail from when we do the little donut. We're gonna Google this. I always forget what the name is. I'm gonna Google the flower parts of a hibiscus flower. The stigma? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that look, the yellow part in the middle. I'll make that now. Oh, and actually before we do, let me get... Let's start with pink first, and then we'll do orange in the middle. Because the orange can be kind of a bit on the reddish side. This time I'm going to do it different. I'm going to dampen it a little bit. So hopefully the color spreads a little bit and not so sharp. I want to make it a little bit more gradient. I want to see if this works too with Sharpie. Was this circular Sharpie broken? Nothing much is really coming out. Let me try a different one because I have two pink ones. This one's kind of busted. So let's carefully try this one. It's a little bit better. Maybe it's because I wet it. Maybe not much color's coming out. It's looking better though, it's looking softer. That's what we want. We don't want it to be we don't want the lines to be too harsh. We want it to be more of that like, natural gradient. Is he gonna look like I'll jiggle some internet cables while my connection is being so poopy? Oh no, not the internet. But have a good lurk though. And hopefully I make this flower a little bit nicer. Okay, now pat this dry a little bit. Sometimes patting it will take some of the color off and make it less intense. So now I got a pretty little yellow one. I feel like this looks more yellow on stream than it really is in real life. It's like a little bit paler than that. Let me show you guys up the... I feel like the orange is a bit intense. It looks almost red, doesn't it? Sometimes it fades a little bit once it completely dries. That looks pretty good though. I probably should put way less. Hey, welcome in, Fashling Neon. How you doing? We just finished the 4th hibiscus flower for this little scenery. I have one right here we can show you. It only has 2 on it. Let me move the little sheriff boy. But wait, let me turn the focus back up so you guys can see it. Oh, the little pushing at the bottom. Oh, our little lifeguard pushing. It was funny because this was originally supposed to be a gift for my cousin, but so much time had passed, so I made her a different pushing. I made her like more of a Christmassy one. So I kept this one for myself. I'm really glad I did, honestly. She's so cute. I can also take the glasses off. I only made the glasses just last year. Yeah, we got our little pushing on it. Oh dear, she got, like, you see the stitch in the middle is a little bit open because of the little prop. Ooh, gonna make some lunch. Have a good lunch, Amari. What you gonna eat? Now you're making me hungry. But I got my black bean lentil chili, my non-vegan. I call it my non-vegan black bean lentil chili because it's got bacon in it. Yeah, I'm really just trying to up my fiber intake. I know, like, when sometimes I tell people I'm making something with lentils, they think I'm like a vegan or something. I'm like, no, far from it. But I am trying to eat healthier though. Oh, just had coffee and breakfast. Oh, then you must be... Are you in the UK maybe? Oh, you might be... Yeah, because Rebecca's also in the UK. Rebecca was in chat earlier. I think it's y'all's breakfast time usually at this time, because I'm in Korea and it's like 8:20 p.m. Granted, I woke up very late today. I was like a midnight... what time did I go to sleep? I think I went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. Today, actually. Yeah, so not yesterday, but today. I went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. I was like up all night. Never Mr. Pour Coffee. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess that's usually like 5 or 6, maybe? I guess it is almost lunchtime for the UK. Oh, okay, so yeah, in the US. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm just so used to when I stream, I'm so used to it being like in the middle of the night for most people, but that's usually because I stream at like 2 p.m. my time. So yeah, it's usually like, I think like 10 p.m. Pacific time, and then like, let's see, like maybe 1 a.m. like when I start usually, but I've been starting later though. Ooh, turkey skewers. I'm gonna probably up my coffee in a wee bit. But we get like our little tiny sheriff right here. I could also take his little hat off. But his belt and stuff, that's all sewn on though. It's like embroidered on, so I can't take it off. But yeah, he's our little sheriff. I like having him sit at the tiki bar. It's like happy hour. He's taking a nice, well-deserved break after a long day of serving justice. I need to think of some cute liners for him. I don't have his little butt plug thing yet. I have like a bit of wire that I stick in their like little booty holes so he can actually sit in the seats, because if I don't, they kind of fall over. But I have like a little hibiscus flower here, got a little pina colada, margarita, but it's kind of small. And I liked it that it was small, but the problem is when I made it, see, it's hot glue, right? Like the assembly was jacked up. I did it too swiftly and too quick. Because last year I was taking Korean classes at the university, so I didn't have much time to finish it. So I was like, okay, we just gotta finish it because I had a midterm coming up. But we're trying to remake it again. I'm trying to make it cleaner now and a bit more proper. So here's like the new base now. It's not too much difference in size. It's a little bit bigger. And there's more room for drinks. I want to have more than 2 drinks on here. Oh, and some salad. Oh, you were born in Tennessee and moved away north though. I like the cold, but it's still hot up here. That's what I've actually heard. It's like, you guys still get hot summers, but you guys get brutal winters. At least in Memphis, like it'd be like 45, 44 Fahrenheit throughout most of winter. Sometimes it might dip down into the high 30s, but it doesn't really snow very much. We don't really have to deal much with ice, anything like that. But yeah, our summers are hot, sweltering, and sticky. But I heard you guys also get like, especially up in the Midwest and like northern states, like you guys still get like sweltering hot summers. Like even in Canada, I was surprised that someone said it was like 30 something Celsius with high humidity in Canada. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, it gets that hot in Canada? I thought you guys got like chill, like, you know, really chill summers, like, you know, like that perfect spring temperature. Like my fantasy is shattered. Like, dang. Like it's like you got like the shit end of the deal because you get those awful because I heard Canadian winters can be very awful. Let's see. I love crochet stuff, but I tried it, but it's way too hard for me. Have you tried knitting maybe? Because I have heard for some people who had a hard time crocheting, they changed to knitting and it actually clicked with them, and then vice versa. People who struggle with knitting, they gave up and tried crochet, and actually crochet just clicked with them. I'm one of those people. Well, I never tried knitting first, though, to be fair. I got like a crochet kit when I was like 11, and my grandma just showed me how to crochet. So I had thankfully had her before YouTube tutorials was like more of a thing. She didn't teach me amigurumi though. I had to learn that through YouTube, but she just taught me like the basics at least, like the single crochet, double, and half double, and how to turn your work. So I think I have like a really good foundation. And here are the drinks we have so far. This little tiki bar. We got like our little shoot. Lost little. We just finished this today too. I just finished the little lime slice on stream. How about almost lost my poor margarita? But here's what we got so far. I will say though, tiny crochet with the thread is a bit difficult. I normally stick with splitted yarn, so this is like worsted weight yarn that I split. And here's the difference. Like this umbrella for the tiki bar, not barn. The tiki bar was made with a single strand of worsted weight yarn with a 1.4mm hook, and here is with a single strand of embroidery floss with a 0.6mm hook. So you can see the size difference. Like it's crazy. This is when people tell me like, oh, you do micro crochet, and back then I was like, not really. But now I feel like I can claim I do micro crochet now that I'm getting better with working with the thinner thread. Oh, maybe I'll try knitting. I want to make my own clothes, also thrifted a sewing machine I'll never use. I mean, hey, that might come in handy. Plus, also, you don't have to use sewing machines all just for clothing. Like, I kind of wish I had one because it'd be handy for when you sew on like linings to like crochet bags or something, and any stuff like that. Like all the cute crafts you can do. And here's all the hibiscus flowers. Where's the red one? So here's all the hibiscus flowers we have ready for the new one. I want to put a lot of hibiscus flowers on it. Like I might bunch a couple up, I think. Make it look real pretty. I do need to make some leaves for it though. I do need to make some leaves later. So I got some leaves here for that. And oh, and out of boredom, I made a cupcake. I never made a cupcake this tiny before, so I was trying to challenge myself, and I made my first really tiny cupcake. I was really happy with how the swirl came out. Because that was actually the hardest part. I actually was trying to get the swirl right, because like it's just a chain, and then you slip stitch, and then you start doing like at least double, like you increase in each stitch, like with a single crochet, then you go like maybe twice, and then like you'll do like half double, and then the rest will just be all double crochet. And then you swirl it because of that constant increasing. It kind of like curls up on itself. But you still gotta sew it in place, and I kind of glued it in some spots.
You want to go get some coffee with me?
And also, Fatually Meow, thank you for the follow. Thank you. It did take a long time to get here because I started crocheting at 11, so that was like what, 2007? Oh, 6? No, I think I got the kit when I was 7, but I think my grandma taught me Christmas of 2012, so I might have been 12 actually. But I got the kit when I was 11, so I tried fiddling with it at 11. What do you call it though? But I didn't even start doing the tiny crochet until like 2015. Because I didn't even discover amigurumi until 2014, which I'm like sad about, because like if I had been able to do this stuff in high school, my god, I could have been making bank. I could have been making bank that Uncle Sam didn't get a dime of, you know? But I mean, he didn't get a dime of my little crocheted purse black market. Legit, my sister was my dealer. She actually would, I made her a tote bag one time, and this is back when she was like emo, and because I used to be goth, and so she wanted me to make like the classic red and black stripe tote bag, and I made these like little heart motifs that were like red hearts with the black lining. I made like a big one and a tiny one, like kind of like crisscross, not crisscross, was the word catty cornered, just tilted like on a they like weren't straight. And her friends really liked it. She's like, oh, can you make my friend one? She'll pay you for it. And I was charging $7 for these. Oh god, I was severely undercharging myself. We did raise the price at $10 a bit later when I realized I was actually making no money because I had to go buy yarn with that same money to buy more of it, because it took at least like half a skein of each color just to make one bag. So I had to constantly keep buying more and more yarn. And like those skeins of yarn were like $4 each, or $3. They might have been $3 at the time. They were either $2.99 or $3.99. I can't remember. They're like $6 now. It's crazy how much the price went up. Granted, it's not 20, 30, 12 anymore. What am I gonna work on next? So we got the yellow one. Let's see, we have 4. Maybe I should do one more flower because it does feel weird to have like only 4. You know what I mean? I like odd numbers, I feel, so I should make an orange one, I think. Oh really, right? I tried having an editing business and way undercharged. I feel that, right? Like I feel like even now for some of my work, like I have like, where's my little thingy? This is like where I keep products that are on the coffee page, like these earrings. They're like little what do you call it? They're little cauldron earrings, and I only have them for $15. Which I don't know, on one hand I feel like that's an appropriate amount because like they're so small, like it doesn't take me much what I should say, materials. Like I actually keep my material cost at like $1 basically of the price. But the thing is though, I do feel like I don't know, should I charge more? But the problem is like I don't want to charge too much. Because I mean, because people have to pay at least the minimum of $10 shipping from make some in Korea, so they're already going to be paying like $25 just to get this. I mean, like $10 extra. $35 if I didn't have the K-Packet service. I was glad I was able to get that. And also we have like little pumpkin ones. Oh, this one I don't think I put on an earring, did I? These I did. Oh, that's the one I gotta make one more pumpkin for. But yeah, I got like little pumpkin earrings with like the little curlicue. I got these like snowflake earrings. Like I love making jewelry. I don't think these are on the coffee page. I forgot to list these. To be fair, when I finished making these, it was already kind of springtime, so I was like, I'll list them like next time. So I need to list these for next year, but I have pictures I've already took. Got like some rose earrings, right? That's the thing I love about dynamic crochet. It's like as long as you just have to slap on. Well, not always. Like it is a bit harder for stud earrings. You have to like think about the assembly process. But for most amigurumi, you just slap on a jump ring and the earring hooks and call it a day, and they're earrings. And then I have these little guys. These are my favorite. They're like little phone charms. Oh, I do have one more set of earrings. I have like these cherry blossom earrings that are on there. I got like, how many pairs? 1, 2, I got 4 pairs available. One pair is a little bit more pink than the other ones, so I probably should take a separate picture. I had like these little cherry blossom earrings. These were like the first things I've started making thread with, were flowers. And here's like our little, we have her right here actually. This is like the original one where I made the hat just a bit too small, so I kind of kept her for myself. And this is one where I redesigned it, made the hat a bit bigger, and she's got like the little tulip. It's got like a little daisy flower. They're like little phone charms, but these are also 15. She's probably my favorite, the sakura latte one, because if you've ever seen in Japan, they actually had a sakura latte during April. Korea, they didn't have a sakura latte, but they did have the sakura coffee tumbler, so, but it was like 48 bucks. It was so cute though. It had like a little diorama on like the lid. It's like a dome lid, like a, you know, like when you have like a frappuccino or something, like the clear dome lids they give to give room for the whipped cream. It's like that, but it's like a little diorama. It had like little bears in there and like little tiny cherry blossom cut out that were like glitter paper or something, or glitter plastic. I guess she's got her little sakura latte. I probably should turn up the focus so you can see a little bit better. But yeah, I'm trying to start my own crochet business. I actually have a business license here in Korea, but I haven't made a single sale in Korea actually. To be fair, I have not been really putting much on my Neighbor Smart Store. I'm a little bit hesitant too because like there's something else we have to do later once I hit a certain amount of money, and I've been just kind of putting it off. So I haven't really listed on there, but yeah, so it looks like up close. Same with the gardening one, you can probably see her a little bit better now. Got a little daisy on there. I like her little hat. This one's just like a normal one. Normal baby chick. I think this one's a bit cheaper because she doesn't have any extra stuff on there. And then here's like our little sweetheart one. This was actually, I made her because of a mistake. I accidentally burnt her belly because I can use like the little fire technique to get rid of fuzzies. And I accidentally kind of melted her belly a little bit. So I was like, oh, I need to cover that with something. So I was like, let me see if a heart will fit. And a heart fit perfectly in that spot. I'd be like overwhelmed by the cuteness. Oh man, that's like, I'll probably put you into a coma if you saw like all my things. Like we even have like, I even have like a little crocheted gingerbread house. So this one I was still a little crummy, like you see the bits of glue. That's because I made it for myself, so I wasn't too careful with it. Anything I make for sale, I do try to be very careful with the glue, so you can see all that glue in there. I will actually sew more than glue whenever I make stuff to sell. And we have Petunia. She's like another, like, she's actually what started me into getting to making sceneries. Like a little OC character. But yeah, I have like so much stuff. There's actually stuff I haven't even posted yet on my Instagram. I haven't been really posting much. I should post more though. I'm very like, it's so funny, they always talk about how people are like on social media too much these days, and I'm like, I actually need to get on there more because as a business owner, right, I should be promoting more. But it's like I always want to be crocheting more, you know? So, oh, I still have to focus up. Let me turn that back down. There's this orange, but it's a bit too vibrant. A bit too neon for like a flower. This one. That's still too bright. Let me see if I have any more orange. Let's check. Oh, okay, wait, I see like a salmon kind of orange. I think that'll be perfect for an orange hibiscus, because like the orange hibiscus are not like super bright. Yes, I feel like this would be perfect. It's like almost like a coral. I feel like that'll be better. Some of my other oranges are a bit on the brown side, so I feel like that'd be too much. There's like a pesto one, but that could also go for like, it kind of could also pass as like a white people skin color kind of dealio. I feel like that might look weird for a flower. Let's see. Oh, social media is overwhelming and a whole different job in itself. It really is. Like, I will spend hours whenever I try to do posting. I spend like a lot of hours just like typing. You gotta type all the hashtags. You gotta come up with like a witty, or I don't know. Should I even bother with the description? Does that even like? I am wondering if I should just start putting more simple descriptions. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just can't, and just put like a normal one. But I am wondering though, it's like, am I putting too much in? Maybe I should just post more and not worry about the descriptions and all that crap. Cause yeah, like, I hate when I put a lot of effort in a post and it like, doesn't do very well. And there's some posts I barely put any effort in and they just went sky high. And it's like, whoa, where'd all this like interaction come from? And it's not like, oh, maybe the other picture was cuter. No, I've had stuff where the picture was absolutely adorable and great quality, but didn't get much traction. And then other ones where it's like a kind of potato picture. And it got like so much traction. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, am I doing something wrong? Oh, head in therapy, but thank you for the cute vibes. I'll thank you fashionably, but have a good day have a good day time at therapy. Hope all goes well. And yeah, that's like my little thing I want to do. I want to heal people with the cute vibes. That's like the things I want to do. Is I want to make stuff that's like so cute to put on your desk that it kind of almost heals you a little bit. Like, you just makes your day so much better. But sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I just like need to look at these little guys. Like my little baby chicks are just so cute. Or like my little Dallas the Derpy Duck with his post bag. How you doing? Wait, let me give you a shout out real quick. What you doing? What were you guys doing on stream today? But we were just working on the little hibiscus flowers. We have so many tiny things we're making for the tiki bar. It's kind of tricky working with the thread, but I'm getting better at it. We just finished our little margarita. Wait, hold on. That's the problem with the tiny stuff. I have to like fix the focus for you guys so you guys can see it a bit better. Let me see if I can get to where I don't have to go too close. Maybe go there, so I don't have to like hold it up super close. Here is our like little margarita, and we made the little pina colada last week. And also, I think you saw like our little umbrella, right? And this weekend I was like, you know what? I really want to try to see what this umbrella would look like if I did it with a single strand of the embroidery floss. And look at the size difference. This is like single strand worsted weight, and this is single strand embroidery floss. Like, it's crazy the difference in size. And I did subtract 2 rounds of single crochet because this one's a little bit longer, but the increase, like the overall stitch count at the end, is exactly the same. So like the diameter is the same. It's just not as long. Let's see. Oh, I usually play on Wednesday because I won't stream this Wednesday. Oh, no stream this Wednesday. Wait, what do you usually stream? Play on Wednesdays. Oh, uh-oh. Hold on. F4. F you! Get out, bot. Not on my lawn. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. Take a hike jack. Oh my god, every time I try to say that, I say take a jack hike, and I'm like, no, it's supposed to be take a hike jack. Ugh, my words be like twisting on myself. Bots be damned. And, oh, we just finished another hibiscus flower. Wait, ooh, where'd it go? Oh, it's under here. We just finished, a yellow one. Now we're about to try to make an orange one. To get these together. These are like the easiest things to make with thread, actually. Our flowers are so much easier. The amigurumi is hard. Like, that margarita was hard. There's a reason why I made it off stream, because I knew it would be like impossible to make on stream, but the flowers are a lot more tolerable. So we just finished that yellow one right there. I also made like a new a little paper umbrella for another another cocktail. It's a bit on the bigger side, but I feel like it looks cute. I got some more detail in there. It's supposed to look like flowers with their little leaves. It's really just circles, but that's what it's supposed to kind of look like. And also over the weekend I tried to like challenge myself, and I made my first ultra tiny cupcake. It was hard to put together though, I will say. It's hard to like sew on. I had to kind of glue it in places. Especially that cherry was really hard. It's kind of hard to do I should have actually probably doubled up the yarn for the French knot. It's a little bit, I feel like the cherry's a bit too small. For the stem, like the stem to cherry ratio is a little off, but so far I really do like how I did like the little lining, because that's kind of tricky. I was like practicing that technique, and it's really hard to do with thread. But it made me think like, oh my god, I should start like a little crochet bakery scenery or something, but I have so many projects I need to work on. And we just did a poll earlier because we unlocked, chat gets to choose what I crochet from my subathon that was held on my birthday, and that was like the first one we unlocked, and Caravan had won, so we're gonna work on a caravan next. Like, you know, like those cute like little caravans you see like in like those like little retro ones. I'm gonna probably do pastel yellow, I think, or blue. I don't know what color. Actually, maybe I should make it blue, I think. I don't know, because I asked my mom what color she wants. She's like, oh, you pick, you know, my taste. And then it's like, that's when I'm like, I kind of know her taste, but I'm like, but still, what color was she like? I guess blue. I think she really likes pastel blue. So I realized I don't know what my mom's favorite color is, but she kind of likes a lot of colors. But hopefully she'll like pastel blue, or like a green blue. That might be her. Actually, I know she does like mint. I noticed a lot of her stationery is like blue or minty green. So like, yeah, like this color right here, like a seafoam green kind of color. I think she'll like. Oh, it's looking more blue on stream. This is like more green. It's like a minty green. I love that gel pen, but it's so hard to read. What number is this? I need to write the number down before I do anything. 3825. Yeah, I try to write these down because apparently, because like these are like technically DMC dupes, because I personally wanted the polyester thread instead of cotton, because then I can use like the flame technique. You can't use that on cotton, it'll burn it, but it slightly melts it if you use like polyester and acrylic. I specifically hunted out polyester thread, because when you crochet with it, there's little fuzz on the edge. Even with the cotton, like I actually have some DMC thread from my mom, and I crochet with it, and yeah, you still get the little fuzzies on the edge when you crochet flowers, and I want to eliminate that. And only way was to do with polyester one. But you I had to get these dupes, but apparently people said the dupe color match was pretty accurate, so that's why I'm still trying to write the number down, because that way when I make a pattern, I can tell like, oh, use this exact thread or something, you know, make it a little bit easier for everybody. Rewrap this back up before. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to wrap it all around this. Oopsie. Actually, this is like orange will actually be good for like a. Does anyone remember those orange sickle popsicles from like the 90s? I don't know if they still sell those, but I remember eating those in the 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s as a kid. And they're like my favorite, and now I don't see them much anymore. This has like that orange sickle kind of like color, like a light pastel. Not orange, not too pastel, you know what I mean? Oh wow, we already almost hit 3.5 hours. I think this hibiscus flower might be the last one we made. How much I'm gonna use, because I don't want to like wrap it all the way just to unravel it. Not like that much should be good. I need the little chair to sit on the chair. There we go. Oh, I gotta make the bar stools as well. Almost forgot about that. Oh, I wonder if I could have like... I'm debating if I want to make still 2 bar stools, but make it bigger. Because I feel like since this is bigger, I could still have her sit bar. Because that's the problem, she was way too big for the seats. At this one, I kind of got her to sit in it, but she was like way too big for it though. So I really want to see if I should maybe... I could have like 3 little ones, but I think it'll look better if I can be able to sit my bigger ones. Yeah, so I might make the bar stools a bit bigger for this one. Put that back in there. I'm not gonna work on that. I keep putting it off. That's kind of more the boring work. It's just chaining and slip stitching. It's more fun making the flowers. Plus it also means more practice, getting better with the thread. I think I've been building up the tiny muscles needed to be able to do this kind of work. Because that was the problem with, if you do try to do tiny crochet, it's almost like you do gotta work down gradually. So I think you're building up the tiny muscles in your hand to be more stable. So I remember I tried diving right into like the micro crochet and failed miserably. And it was only when I started tapering down the yarn hook size and the weight, yarn weight, is when I was finally successful. I think that doing it for a while with thinner yarn, thinner hook, just a little bit tinier than what you normally work with, kind of helps you gradually get better. Kind of like with weightlifting, right? Like you don't just jump into like lifting heavy, right? You gotta progress over time. And so I kind of like the same method. It didn't take too long too, like within like a few months I was able to do at least like this thin with the splitted yarn. But it did take me a bit longer to get to this point with the thread. Oh shoot, it was Vulpix. Aw. Oh well, it's too late now. Alright, last. Alright, here's what's looking like. This is flower. Okay, now let's sew everything up and then let me sew in the stigma? I hope I'm saying it right. That like middle part of the flower. Let's see, there we go. I guess you can see that. I can see a little bit better. Oh. Now I'm going to paint it. But first let me get rid of these fuzzies. You can't really see them in the camera, but I can see them in real life, so we're gonna get rid of those fuzzies. eventually add some heat. You don't want to get too close because you don't want it will melt it. There we go. And always after I do it, always looks even shinier, which is really nice. The thing I like this about that if you do let it melt it a bit, you can sometimes fix unruly stitches a little bit that were like a little bit too loose. Like that one right there. And do a bit of pink and orange again. Ooh, I did this gradient nicely. Like I didn't. Ow, just broke myself. Didn't make it too overpowered. And here we go. Now we got ourselves a little orange one. Show you guys. Here's how the orange one turned out. This might be too much. Better. Not really. Maybe I just have it on too bright. Turn it away. There we go. So now here's all the flowers all together. all the ones we have done so far. We got like so many. Here's our little cocktail drinks we have so far. I need to make a couple more. I want to have it like at least 3, heck, maybe even 5 if I can fit. 5 drinks on the table would look real nice. Or maybe I should put some food. Oh, maybe, yeah, like 3 drinks, but put some chips and salsa. That would be kind of cute. Give a little bit of variety. But, let's go see what's online. What series on? I don't think I ever really ever get the right Syria. Oh, they're playing The Witcher. I guess it won't be like I want to rate them though. I never get the rate. So, for any of y'all who are in here for like a cozy, you know, like crafting stream, you might want to back out now. We're gonna go, unless you're like fine watching The Witcher. But I know sometimes Witcher can be kind of gory. It's one of the older ones, so maybe of course not that bad. Oh, not that scary. Let's see. It says, oh, it's the first one. Okay, in the Enchanted edition. But yeah, they are slaying monsters right now, so it might be a bit spoopy. But yeah, let's go right out. Now we'll see you guys tomorrow for like working on this again. Hopefully we'll probably, let me see if we can probably look at some chips and salsa. That would be kind of neat, like something a little extra besides just drinks. I do need to make like a, kind of like a strawberry daiquiri or something. Like another cute alcoholic drink to put like a little cocktail. Start raid. And let me put in our little raid messages. Just copy those, and we'll go ahead on over to Cytheria. I'm very happy to be able to raid them. I almost never get to raid them. But I will see you. Oh, we got like 6 seconds left. But thank you guys for being here, and hope to see you guys tomorrow. Maybe see what stuff we can make tomorrow. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.